Because I'm a dildo.
Time is up, my time is now. I impregnated a fucking fat ass cow with my semen in its ass. Somehow, you can't see me, my mom's a cow. An alien, man.
Come get some.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I couldn't find the Throwdown opening theme, so I just went, fuck it, 8-bit John Cena. When you don't know what to do, just go with.
You gotta go John Cena.
8-bit Cena.
I feel like I should be playing a Ninja Turtles video game from 1994 or something.
Yeah, this is great. By the way,
do not besmirch that game.
I had a feeling that Troy was in the chat, or that Troy might like see that I went live, because sometimes Troy like actually just calls the show and like, hey, what's up? I'm ready to go, even though I started. So I had a feeling Troy was in the chat earlier, so I wrote something like, fucking, yeah, Troy, man, fucking, we had a great show a couple weeks ago, and then he fucking pussied out or whatever. I, like, wrote that knowing he'd probably see it, and I was 100% right. I went fishing, and I caught the bass. You know? I caught the bass. Well...
So where is he?
Well, here's the thing. And Troy, come on, man, Troy, you are a little bizarre. I mean, like, at this point. And I mean, if he asked me to like you know, not have him on anymore, not talk about him or something like that, I wouldn't, because I consider him a real friend. But like, I've been messaging him recently, and he like, I mean, what I said is true. It's not like that false, but I mean, I was kind of fucking around a little bit. But it's like I messaged him on my phone a little bit, and he called me, like a gay idiot or something the other day. He said I don't really get in all that gay shit. But what happened is, I've been messaging him like, hey, you want to play PUBG? And, you know, he responds a little bit or doesn't, whatever. And then I'm like, hey, want to come on? And he doesn't respond. Then I'll say like, hey, what's up? And maybe he like won't write anything. And then I'm like, hey, are you okay, man? I feel like something's wrong. Or like, are you okay? How you feeling? You know, that type of thing. Or like, is something going on? You know, I've been kind of saying that last couple weeks. Like, I thought something maybe was really wrong with him, like in his life or whatever.
Right.
And, you know, he's like... And so then I wrote something on Twitter about the whole Andy Signore thing, about like, oh, you know, Andy Signore got cleared of the charges, it's bullshit, and then he proved how all these other girls texted him, and it's like they didn't get forced against anything. And so I wrote something like, wow, this is fucked up. And he kind of wrote like, you know, opposing me or something, and I'm like, on Twitter, and I'm like, wow, I'm like, dude, I've been texting you like in real life, and fucking all I had to do was post about something like this on Twitter for you to respond. So like then I was joking around that he only responds on Twitter. So then he write, no, I just don't respond to like gay shit on fucking text messages. And I guess he was talking about
you just combat it with something even gayer. Have fun with it. Fuck it. It's a text message. It's not like you're actually inserting your cock into him.
I might.
But you might, but until then it's just fucking text message.
Oh, but I guess but here's what happened is, I guess I'm confused by what he means. Like, if he told me what he means, I would get it. But, like, 2 weeks ago, he came on, and I wasn't going to have anybody on. It was just going to be me and then Troy. And, Troy came on. So it was going to be me on Throwdown. It was going to be Throwdown with just me, Joe Cronin, and I'm going to talk about some things. But Troy, as a bonus, called out of nowhere and was like, yo, what's up? I'm ready. I'll be on. And I'm like, whoa, holy shit. And then 10 minutes later, Dave Rose got on. And I would say that me and Troy and Dave Rose had a classic, like, what I wanted Throwdown to be. You know, back with the whatever. And it was fucking
It was a good show.
It was a really good show. It really was really good. And I was like, wow, that was fucking awesome. So I'm like, maybe Troy's back because we had fun, you know? But, so I wrote that clickbait in the chat, kind of. And he wrote, I clicked on it to see what's up, but I told you a bunch of times it's not always fun for me. It's not the type of stuff that gets me excited. But I thought what he told, but originally what I thought he told me was, and what I thought you told me, Troy, was, you know, that the whole Tommy shit wasn't, you know, what you want. You know, like, he didn't like the same monetize this stuff with, like, hey, make fun of Tommy and Debe and, like, all this bullshit. Like, he likes to talk about shit, like, and have fun. Like, talking about things and laughing at things or talking about shit, you know? Like, having a podcast. He likes the idea of, like, a real podcast, not, like, just donations all over the place and Tommy's farting and stuff like that. So... Right. But that's the thing is, like, we did that exact thing 2 weeks ago on Throwdown. We had a great show, I thought. But yeah.
Was that the only one he came on for? Well, he did PUBG with you, but was there any other shows that he did?
Yeah. What was that?
Was there any other shows other than Throwdown 2 weeks ago that he's done, aside from, like, PUBG and shit?
No.
I like playing. I just like doing stuff with people. I think what it is like I'm an idiot and I like doing stuff with people. What was that?
It's not what he was asking.
Oh, really?
He was asking if the guy's been on any show since that show.
No, I mean Throwdown 2 weeks ago and PUBG.
Okay.
No, he was on PUBG. He played PUBG with me one night.
One episode, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's just...
One or two, yeah.
I just see that as, like, he's streaming, I'm streaming, we're hanging out like friends playing PUBG. Just happens to be we're streaming it, so that's not a big deal, like... But
he was around, so it is a big deal.
I think he's kind of feeling like you feel, Dave. Because he says that, you know, I don't need this... It's like, I don't know if he wants me
I haven't said that.
Well, I mean, he's mentioning, like, the way the audience is or something like that. I don't know. Maybe it's like, you know how you used to say, well, like, half the people are retarded or whatever? I don't know.
I never said that. I said it's always the rule of 3. It's the bottom 33.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it.
You know what? I think he just wants to join a yacht club. He wants to go take a little sail down to the Caribbean, and he'll be back.
I don't know.
Just let him sail away for a bit, you know. Everyone loves the yachts. You know, everyone loves to take a little time off and go sail the 7 seas, and they always come back.
Well, it's not like it's not like oh, okay. Well, he's talking. Well, it's not like
What are you saying?
I don't know.
Did
man.
I throw you off with that?
No, like a little bit. Yeah, like I was thinking of 2 different things, like something very serious, and then you said that.
What the fuck is Dave talking about?
Fucking. I started thinking of Pimpy Longstocking. So I was like, I don't know why.
Oh, by the way, she's been declared racist.
Oh, Pippi Longstocking?
What? Yeah. She's
JB Shitstain.
Swedish or Finnish? But basically, yeah, they want to declare her racist, and they're gonna I think they started removing books of her in the library and stuff.
This underwear sucks. Kill me. This redneck Indiana fuck has squirted me out with his grotesque, loud, nauseating farts. Here I am remaining on his boxer briefs with holes for days. Kill me, Joe. Set me free from the pain of JB.
Yeah, I will set you free from the pain of JB. JB Shitstain. Thank you, JB Shitstain.
What is going to be acceptable to read or talk about in 10 years? If fucking 9-year-old Becky Lynch can't be accepted in society with her fucking book, who can?
Nothing anymore, apparently, because people are getting banned left, right, and center on social media or anywhere else for just speaking their mind. I mean, it's insane.
It's funny, Dave. We were at the pool with some of the neighbors, and us guys, we were kind of bullshitting. And we were making
again.
Oh, no, I didn't this time. No, I went and checked the thing, and they put like a fucking plastic piece on it. I'm like, but you didn't move the fucking umbrella. people can still walk into this, but no, we were fucking around with the kids, and we were like, the back in my day shit, but except it was when you grow up, you won't have this. So it was like, when you grow up, you won't have good music, or when you grow up this, and I mentioned that when you grow up, there won't be any jokes that you can tell without getting in trouble. Kind of to the point of the whole, Pippi Longstocking, everything, Michael Jordan will be banned because he was bald or something, Can't talk about him anymore.
Well, actually, along that line, I think the best way for someone right now to apply it would be for Joe to tell Gavin, to show Gavin the movie 2012 and say, this actually happened. And the kid, chances are kids will believe it. I mean, I know the kid's like, what, he's like 10 or something? I got a feeling, though, that he would believe it. And if you showed it to somebody younger, like Drew, your daughter might be too young to fucking watch that movie and understand it. But what I'm saying is, like, you show it to a kid at the right age and you tell them this was based on a real story, they will believe you. They'll think California went right into the ocean, that fucking the world blew up, and that you survived that.
Well, that's because they don't teach
Day.
geography till they're like fucking 16.
Imagine telling a kid, Independence Day actually happened. The UFOs flew over our houses, and them believing it. It's a little cruel, though. I will say. Then again, is it as cruel as telling your kid that Santa exists or the Tooth Fairy exists?
I don't know. Is it cruel that we even tell them that they do exist in the first place?
That's a good question, I would think.
So, which is actually worse at the end of the day? Or is it worse for 3 teenage girls to beat a teen with special needs? Did you see that?
What?
I saw that. That was fucking disgusting.
It was a very short video, but it turned out to be 5 girls and 1 boy. Only 3 of them, I guess, got arrested. But 5 girls and 1 boy repeatedly punched the girl while she pleaded for them to stop because she wouldn't suck the guy's dick.
What?
She had autism. Fuck? She had some sort of mental disabilities, and they were like physically assaulting her and making her, fear for her life and stuff. And it was absolutely disgusting.
Well, the story gets crazier. She disappeared for almost a week before anyone found her. The parents didn't report her missing for 5 days. And on the 5th day is when they found her.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned about those parents.
No kidding. I mean, you should be caring as a parent and, pay attention to your kids.
Well, you already
But when you've got an autistic kid or a special needs child, you really should be on top of that. I mean, you hear about helicopter parents. That's when you should be one,
I'd love to bend her over.
Oh, well, that's kind of what started the whole thing.
I'm just fucking, I don't even know what you're talking about. I just fucking got my headphones back on. No, I get what you're saying, though. Fuck her.
You're saying fuck the mentally challenged child.
Joe, that was
God.
about as bad as JB saying this call sucks. You do
I don't know what
realize
you
that?
guys-
No, it was worse.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I just put my headphones back on. What are we talking?
Suggested, sex with an underage child that's also mentally ill.
Oh, well then don't do that. Don't anything I just said. Don't do it.
What's up, Michael?
Wait, so explain. What's up, Michael? No, so wait a minute. What happened? Because I had my fucking headphones off. I'm sorry. I was texting Troy.
Right.
Honestly, I'll be honest. I was texting Troy.
Turn those headphones up.
Turn my
Turn
headphones
them up.
Turn my headphones up. No, I was texting. I had texting Troy, and now we're done. We're done texting now, and I dropped my headphones, and I plugged those back in. And,
Yeah, you told us 4 times now.
Okay,
Drew, just tell him.
what happened. Tell me what happened.
A group of 5 girls and 1 boy repeatedly punched a girl while she pleaded for them to stop. And all because she wouldn't suck the dick of the boy. And she turned out to be, Dave said autistic. It just says special needs in the story I read. But
Ugh. How old?
you
were
might
these
have heard
people?
something
Wait a
a
minute.
little more.
How old are these
14?
people?
She was 15. The kids that were arrested were 13, 14, 15.
Jesus. Were they white?
The victim was
Were they
15, and then were they gay?
Were they
What?
white?
Let me tell
It
you what
does
I would
not
do.
appear to be.
Let me tell you what I would do with every single individual that was involved in that, except for the victim.
Beatings?
I would force them to lie on the ground. I would take a pistol, whether it be 9mm, preferably 357, and I would basically fire a round into their groins, one by one.
Well, you could hammer them with the
No, because then I get to pull out the lawn chair and watch them bleed out. That'll be maybe 4 to 6 hours. So it'll be a nice time to just pull up the barbecue, you know, let them smell a meal that they'll never eat, and send them to hell the right way.
Well, if you want to let them smell a meal they'll never eat, line up a bunch of naked women and have them finger blast themselves in front of the guys, and then kill them.
No, but there was only one guy, and the rest were girls. The fact is, these people are evil, and these people need to suffer before they are sent to the place that they've already made a space for themselves for.
God damn.
These are fucking teenagers, Dave. I mean,
well,
if this was a video of the baby getting dropped, sure, fry all
evil
those fucks.
Evil is evil.
Holy hell. That took a turn.
And hey, man, you're a little bit of a leftist yourself, so you think the world is probably overpopulated and stuff, so what better way to balance that out than to have some little extreme prejudice when it comes to those that are too in the shallow end of the gene pool to deserve to be allowed to live. Just like that woman that dropped her kid in that fight. Rather than protect her child, what'd she do? She started that fight with that woman, drops the kid, and continues to fight rather than go to her child. Both of those animals need to be put down.
I'll handle them up here, Dave, in hell. I'll fucking suck and fucking nibble on their private parts for all eternity. Dave,
well, Satan,
send them to me.
Satan, since shit is gonna hit the fan very soon, start making some room for those that I'm gonna send to you.
All the white people? Kill the white people.
Let's just drain the prison system and tell everyone to meet at Area 51. If you can make it to the fence, you get to go back to your cell.
Kill whites.
By the way, the Mueller investigation is a cover-up because Epstein is really the news that people should be considering.
Yeah, well, that fucking Mueller guy looks like he's fucking retarded, to be honest.
It's just another show. It's another show trial for something that covers what's really going on in the background with that pedo island that Epstein was running. And if you start to dig into this guy, it's incredible that he was clearly set up to run this sort of honeypot operation, and he became a billionaire literally within 3 years. And basically in 3 years, he went from literally stealing checks in the mail to having over $1 billion in personal worth.
That's crazy. That's
and
something fucking crazy.
Supposedly, he got injured in an attempted suicide in the jail that he's in right now. And when you start to realize that the elite are now eating themselves alive, the reason that hashtag Clinton body count started to trend on Twitter is because they're cutting the Clintons loose. They gotta, run and hide and escape because they're panicking. And the fact is, the truth is going to come about that there's a massive child trafficking operation going on in the United States, and the Clintons were involved with that.
No doubt about that. That's definite truth. Listen, 575, hang on a minute. Can you guys hear this real quick?
Racial issues.
You hear that?
Yep.
Sweet, okay.
Hey, Coop, how's you doing?
Let's play a donation real quick. Hang on a minute.
Super Chat Party.
Will Tactics with $1.99.
Maybe it's time to breed new talent for your show.
Yeah, we're definitely at the point where we need to find a couple new faces. So I will be out there looking around everywhere, scorching the earth for some new faces for the JCS show. Just a couple new people, need a couple new. I mean, there's no difference really whatever the fuck, but yeah, a couple new faces, no doubt about it.
We're basically, sorry.
No, I was gonna go to the call, but yeah, what?
I was just gonna say we're basically in that point where before me, Bailey, you and Jesse got together, we're at that lull where it's just like things changed, like when you left with Dave and Tommy. And it's that lull because things are going to get better. You're going to get new talent. The thing's going to again.
Nothing's really changed.
JCS always evolves.
It's so stupid.
Better.
Yeah, but people keep saying this, but it doesn't make any sense. It's stupid because nothing has changed the last couple days. Like nothing has changed. Like nothing has changed. The last 5 months, nothing has changed. The only difference is Ken left corrupted. That's the only thing that's changed. These other shows are all the same. They're still the same people. Nothing's changed over there. So that's you know what I mean? It really doesn't. But I would like to add a few new talent people that are funny or stuff like that because I like to always bring in somebody. I was gonna bring in fucking Johnny Dildo and then he went psychopath. The call's not here. Okay. Well, Tommy's here. Hey, Tommy. Or is the caller on the phone?
Hey,
we still
how you doing, son?
What's up, Tommy? How are you, man? Is 575 hung up? We hang up on him?
He disappeared, yeah.
All right, 575 would have taken your call. But what's up, Tommy?
Just chilling, just watching one of David Dobrik's old vlogs.
David Dobrik.
I have no idea who that is.
Tell everybody who
He's
David Dobrik is.
He's a miner, turned famous YouTuber now.
Tommy, did you just call in to tell us you're watching a show other than Throwdown?
I was watching Throwdown on my phone.
Yeah, he's double tasking. I mean, I get it. Watching this program on TV and on the phone, you're like, hey, what's going on over there? I get that, Tommy. Hey, Tommy, hang on a minute. Let me get this call over here real quick, and I'll get back to you. 575, hello.
Yeah, is this the Joe Cronin show?
Yeah, who's this? Oh, this is Throwdown.
This is me. This is me calling you.
It's Gilbert.
To tell one thing. Tommy NC is the biggest fat piece of shit turd I've ever seen in my life, you retard.
How unoriginal.
Is this JD from New York?
How unoriginal. Let me tell you something. So is your upper lip hair, you fat bastard.
Oh my God, what the
It's
fuck?
Gilbert Gottfried. Give him a break.
Everyone in the world. Wait a minute, Dave Rose. It's not a free country, you leftist fuck. We're on the borderline of socialism.
That's true.
There you go. Well, he's not allowed. I don't think Dave Rose left.
Now back to Tommy. Sorry to cut you off, Joe, but I gotta get this across to my man Tommy NC.
Oh, but you talk shit about me, but you say I'm your man? Wow.
No. Don't get me wrong, you stupid fat retard. Joe is the man. You are a waste of space. You are a waste of YouTube memory. You are a waste of life. Take your necktie and hang yourself.
Tommy,
Oh my
call him
God.
a kid.
Well, you're an irrelevant piece of garbage that's just calling into Joe Cronin to get clout.
No, call him what I told you
Here's
to
the weird
call.
thing, though. I got to say this weird thing. This caller actually called before Tommy. So, what's interesting is this caller did call before Tommy called. And then I put Tommy on, so it's weird timing. People would think that we put the caller on to go after Tommy or something. This guy called before Tommy, so he didn't even know
And let
Tommy was...
the record show that my hatred for Tommy only comes once I hear his fat voice. I originally called to touch base with you about the woman who was slightly beaten and perhaps smacked around a bit for not taking the cock. At the end of the day, Down syndrome, retardation, no brain, it doesn't matter. Spread your legs and take it like a man.
Oh, my God.
Rabbi, when's the next Shiva?
Ask my brother Tommy.
Oh, wait.
Brother.
No, Tommy's
Another
embraced
brother?
the true Messiah.
Is this
so...
Fami?
Tommy.
Look, we're all human. We've all spawned from the same muck in the mud. I perhaps evolved on a better, taller level, Tommy stayed in the muck. He never got out.
No, I think you came from a much more infected place like your mother's vagina.
Tommy, wait a minute. You have to have a mother to come from one. I was hatched, you crazy bastard. Someone as evil as me could not be born like someone like you.
Fuck you.
Wait a minute. Tommy, you hung up on him. Why'd you do that?
He's a shithead. He's talking shit.
Wait, hey, you don't fucking hanging up on people here.
Don't hang
man.
up on people though, Tommy. Come on, man.
Cool.
Why, Joe? He's talking shit to me, and you weren't hanging up on him.
But yeah, but you talk shit back to
you're
him.
Not
It was
the
funny.
fucking show owner.
It was funny when you talked shit back to him, though. You got him back. You said his mom's vagina.
Yeah, you did. And I was fucking hitting him hard.
God, Tommy, you really... What is wrong with
That's
you?
not cool, man.
Here's the thing is, what's weird is I meant to get you on the show, Tommy, and talk to you, but that guy fucking called first, so I put him on, and this guy went, like, how the fuck did he even know you were going to be on the air? You know what I mean? Like, this is weird. So, Tommy, Tommy, we took his call first, before you came on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, how the fuck did this how did he have so much material on Tommy already ready? When Tommy wasn't on the show. He's back here, though, so I just want to make last points here. Let him...
Tommy, are you a man? That's my one question. Do you consider yourself male or female?
I consider myself a man.
You are a man. Okay, then take your lashings like a man and don't hang up on someone.
True.
I don't care what
the
you
rabbi
say.
has a point.
Acknowledge you, and you. I don't care about who you are.
And Brother Dave, let me just tell you, I am the farthest thing from a goddamn rabbi. If I stepped into the goddamn church, it would burn down. It wouldn't hurt me, though. I'm a little bit tougher than wood.
Hey, you told me you've killed people. How many people have you killed, Rabbi?
Well, let me tell you, Joe. If I counted, we would be here all night. So maybe go outside, look up at the great sky above, and every little star you see is a Jewish bastard pushing up daisies.
Oh, my God. What the fuck? Oh, my God.
This guy.
Oh, my God. So Rabbi, who would you like to see, like, maybe taken out next? Like, anywhere? Anybody from a community?
JD, I want him drug into the street, and I want him drugged behind a dump truck while pouring manure all over his sorry New York ass.
Now I'm starting to think I'm going to convert to Judaism. This guy's a good seller.
I might become a Jew after this. I don't know what I'll do. I'm going to put a fucking yarmulke on. I might force Miss New Hampshire to wear a yarmulke and fuck her.
Is there like a religious fatwa in Jewish law? That
Joe, let me ask you.
Yeah.
You did go to the zoo today, did you not?
Yeah, I saw a lot of I saw Heistman's dad.
Oh my God.
Wonderful. Did you happen to see Tommy's mother in the goddamn monkey museum?
Motherfucker, no. Oh my God. I would say less hairy.
Less hairy, but twice as ugly.
You are. Oh my God! All right, sir. We have to let you go. We can't do this.
Apes do not. So, you know, the orangutan exhibit would probably be more up your alley.
See if Troy.
Wait a minute, Dave. I wasn't asking someone who looks like a baboon's ass. Okay. If I needed someone's opinion on beauty, I would call Leah.
Oh my God!
Wow. That's a compliment for
My
her.
apologies.
Thank you. Thank you.
Somebody didn't like her dad's feet in a picture I posted earlier today. The goats were shitting everywhere at the zoo. It's crazy. Rabbi, you would have been terrified of the goats shitting.
The goats shitting, the turds falling. It all smells like Tommy's breath.
Oh my God. Well, I just can't
Tommy,
believe
let
this,
me
man.
ask you, does your cat ever lick your upper lip hair? I feel like you've woken up a time or two with your precious little puss sitting upon your fat chest, eating something that you didn't pick off your fat chest, and the fucking cat is licking your fucking mustache.
Oh my
You know
God.
what? I'm done.
That's
Fuck
gross.
you. And have a
Wait,
fucking
Tommy, wait a minute. I'm going to hang up on him.
Tommy.
Tommy, I want to talk to you about real stuff. I'll hang up on
Tommy,
him.
don't you hang up. I have one more thing I need to get clear to you. Then you can go off into the sunset and
don't care. I don't care.
All right, I hung up on him.
He's gone, man. He's gone.
I
Chill out,
honestly, dude, like I took his call first, so I did not expect him to go after Tommy. I had no idea what was going on. That was very weird. Anyway,
you were
Tommy,
asking for new faces, and he called.
Yeah,
it.
that guy
there
called.
You go, Joe.
Listen,
You know what?
I don't know who that was, but whoever that was, I like him, and whoever that was, call back all the time because you're fucking funny. But that being said,
your new Larry Funk.
The only thing I didn't like about that, is Tommy just got here, and right away someone's already on the phone fucking going after him. So I felt bad for Tommy.
Yeah, but he called him before, and then Tommy called.
No, I know he called him before, but it's like it was weird.
Change the script.
But I would have liked to have Tommy on. Hey, what's up, Tommy? Let's have some conversation. And then if that guy calls, then he goes after Tommy. Then fuck it. But that guy just happened to be on first, and I fucking Jesus Christ. But anyway, Tommy, so you're watching the show. You're watching this show. What else is going on?
Not much. Just been just chilling and Cringe left. Thank God.
You had got a Cringe there?
Yeah, Cringe stayed here a few nights.
I'm sorry.
JB wants me to ask you something, but I don't want to ask you because I don't have a problem with it, and I didn't even know that you did it, so like I don't care. But like, or I don't even care. So JB, if you'd like to ask Tommy that, JB, call the show and you can ask Tommy. But it doesn't bother me. I didn't even know it happened, so like I don't
Let's
care.
talk about what happened in that video I sent you from North Carolina in Raleigh.
Is that the one with the female?
Yes.
What did happen? Let me put the sound on. I mean, I see her getting
There was a woman who had an altercation in a restaurant where she encountered
a bow and arrow?
2 black females that were exceptionally loud at their tables. And she had some choice words for them. More importantly, she does not regret what she said.
Wait a minute, you sent me a picture of a chick misfiring a bow and arrow.
No.
I swear to God.
Boy, what went on in that restaurant, Dave?
I don't know which Dave Rose you're talking to. No, see, that's a great video. You should play it later, but no, you got to scroll up just a little bit.
Oh. I see.
No, you even responded to that. You said, yikes. Because my response was basically, ha, oh, North Carolina, the state that keeps giving.
North Carolina. Good old North Carolina.
Oh, people, you will love this.
We ought to have a Florida versus North Carolina night on this show.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
I don't know who's going to win on that one because there's stories that happened recently. Shit! There was somebody I wanted to comment about on Corrupted recently in response to the episode that we did where I had a better story than JB with the sex, act. This guy said, I was thinking about what Dave Rose said, and here's an article that's similar. This guy and this girl, this elderly couple, burnt their fucking house down because they were using a live flamethrower as a sex toy.
Wait a minute. After the gun thing? Instead of the gun, they used a flamethrower?
Yes, and they burnt their fucking house down.
Burnt their fucking bush off. Dave, send me the... Dude, what? I cannot find this story. I see the independent one about should I...
I'll send it to you on Facebook or on Messenger again.
Send it again. I'm retarded. I'm only seeing the fucking arrows.
No worries, whatever. It's all good. Skype's messing up for me. I can't mute myself. But I'm not going to disconnect because we can hear the noises.
Let me play the donations too, real quick, while you get that.
No, I just sent it to you.
OJ Simpson's. OJ Simpson 32. Hello, OJ Simpson. Tommy in the Superman punch in my rectum. Give me that Superman punch in my rectum. I don't care if your whole fist goes up my asshole. Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns.
Hey, it's yours truly. Joe, I want to apologize about what I said about your family. I just got one thing to say for myself, cause if the shoe fits well in my case the glove, ha ha ha. I'll strangle and massacre honky if I have to.
Oh God.
You'll bleed better, cracker ass nigger.
Oh, fucking god damn it, O.J. Simpson, you sick bastard. $14 though, O.J. Simpson. Thank you, man. I could use the money. O.J. Simpson, you are the largest donator now, O.J.
Crack ass motherfucker.
Why did the white man go to the moon? He thought he had land up there too. How does a white girl know her sister's got her period? Tastes blood on her brother's dick. What do white people and wet dogs have in common? The smell. Separate. But equal.
Oh my god, racist shithole is back again. We used to have these problems with racist asshole, but in the last couple weeks, racist shithole has really taken over, and he's really attacked white people. But between racist shithole and racist asshole, it's like North Carolina versus Florida.
I think it's better to smell like wet dog than cocoa butter.
The fuck does cocoa butter smell like?
Nobody?
No, we're too
Black
stupid.
people would understand that fucking joke, and they'd probably think it's hilarious.
Oh man, we need Heist Man. Where's Heist Man? You know, I was supposed to be. I gotta put out an apology publicly for everybody. I was supposed to do Minnesota's thing today. His show, his little show in front of 4 people. But no, I was supposed to do Minnesota's thing today. The show today.
He tried calling me, but I just ignored his call.
Well, that's about what you should do. I mean, honestly, come on. Tommy, you could take a dump.
What kind of show calls their viewers? Doesn't it go the other way?
I think, I can't even do his accent, fucking. Oh, there, nobody's calling me. Let's call them. Hey, call them. Hello, call them. Call Tommy. Hey, Tommy, me and Silverhole fucked each other in a bathtub. Please be on my show. No, but I'm sorry. I am sorry to Minnesota. I got home late from the zoo, and I fell asleep, and I had a migraine. Even right now, my head is actually hurting me right now. I was an hour late to my own show. Usually start the show at 10. I also had Jabroni Jabber Podcast asking me if I could, tweet out his show because he was doing a WWE thing. And I said, actually I'm live usually during that, so it'd be weird to tweet it out, but I'll plug it right now. Jabroni Jabber Podcast. He's got he's talking about he doesn't do wrestling every day. Every week he gets a video out there or so. He's got a latest video that's out there. And I was overwhelmed with all these different people with shows reaching out to me for all these things, and all these things were going on. I was fucking all week. It was weird, but Jabroni Jabber's a good guy. I just didn't see it until I woke up. To be honest, man, he's a good sponsor of the show. He's on Patreon. He's a good guy. He's up in Canada. We've been talking to him for a long time now. Obviously, you guys remember that. And I did his podcast 6 months ago or something like that. Let me see here. Let's put this caller on. Or there's so many calls coming in right now. I'm really trying to sort through everything. Let's see. We got a couple calls on the phone. Sorry, 313, I lost you. The 812. Hello, 812.
Hey, girl, how you doing?
Good, how you doing, man?
I got my wisdom tooth pulled today, man.
You got your wisdom teeth pulled?
Yeah.
Is this Drew Bar?
Hey, wait.
Oh,
what did they stuff the hole with? A dick?
Is this Drew Bar?
I think the drugs are too high.
Hey, Drew Bar, is this you? The one that got his teeth pulled?
Nope.
No, it's a different guy? Wait a minute, so you're a different guy and you got your wisdom teeth pulled too?
Yeah, my name's Caleb.
Caleb, hey, what up, Caleb? Hey, Tommy, Tommy, did you just abandon your phone?
No, I had taken care of something.
Oh, okay, all right. Oh, I'm sorry, Caleb. Yes, go ahead, Caleb. I apologize.
Yeah, I'm going to try to Caleb Fizz.
You're Caleb.
Fizz.
Caleb, okay. Are you retarded, Caleb, or?
No, I got my wisdom tooth pulled.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, bro.
It's brutal, dude. I got gauze in my mouth is why. But,
yeah.
Shouldn't be talking.
Yeah, it really sucks, but I've heard heroin's good for the pain.
Yeah, I wish if you had some heroin, that would cue up everything for you. But I mean,
Looks like Tommy's trying to pull his wisdom tooth out right now.
Hey, Tommy.
Hey. I actually have a question for Tommy.
You got a question for Tommy, Caleb? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Hey, Tommy, are you here?
I think he said, "Tommy, are you there?" I think I can barely, with his painful wisdom teeth, I could barely hear him.
Yeah, I'm there.
Hey, Tommy, I'm a big fan of yours, man. You're a good dude.
He's a fan
Thank
of you.
you.
Said he's a fan of you. He talks like you read. He's a fan of you, he said.
Come on, man. Wisdom teeth pulled.
Yeah, wisdom teeth pulled, man. Hey, Caleb, real quick, before you ask your question to Tommy, before you ask your questions to Tommy, I want you to listen to something, Caleb. Check this out. Ready? Caleb, check this out, man. You're going to love this, Caleb. Seriously. Listen to this. You like that?
Yeah.
Could you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I gotta be honest with you, I didn't hear shit.
You hear that?
It sounds like really low background noise.
Does that sound like what they did to your teeth at all? Maybe like a drill sound, perhaps.
They drugged me up. I didn't really feel anything. They drugged me up really hard.
How about this? No, I'm sorry, but I'm glad they drugged you up because you don't want to have to feel that fucking horrific pain. I mean, in all honesty. But anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead with your question to Tommy, Caleb. Thanks for calling, man.
Just when you get back, do you lock it back up?
The hell's that?
He might still be at the dentist.
Hey, Caleb, can you hear this, Caleb?
At midnight, who goes to the dentist?
Sorry about that. That was my wife. Sorry about that.
Tell her she's a whore.
I know who this is. This is JB pretending to do some fake voice.
What?
What?
He can't fool me. That's JB.
What? Caleb. Caleb, what are you talking about, Tommy?
I recognize the accent and I recognize the voice. That's JB.
I didn't recognize that. How the hell did you recognize
He's talking like he's got a fucking dick in his mouth.
some guy sounds like he's got a dick in his mouth and Tommy goes to JB. That's fucking awesome. That's awesome. But Caleb, go ahead with your question to Tommy.
Well, first of all, fuck Tommy for saying that. It's not JB. I can tell you that.
Yeah. Well,
he's a fucking asshole. That's the one guy on your show I don't like.
What did you want to ask Tommy there, Caleb?
Well, first of all, Tommy, I just want you to know I do like you, okay?
But you call me an asshole, and you say I'm the only person I don't like on Joe's show. But you said you like me. That's a double standard.
No. I was talking about JB. I was talking about JB.
Don't double step back. You were talking about me. I hate when people do that shit.
No, he said JB, and I said he's the only guy on your show I don't like. The first thing I said on the phone was that I like you.
Well, no wonder you can't keep people watching you, Tommy.
Jesus, man, I watch every video you put out. Got me through the pain.
Now he's crying, Tommy.
Fucking asshole.
Lost another fan.
Hey, Tommy. How come you went live during Joe last night?
Because I went live because I wanted to go live.
I didn't even know he went live. What do you? I mean,
You shouldn't
who
do
cares?
that, Tommy. It's not being very nicely.
No, it's called the internet, and you can go live when you want to go live.
No.
Yes, it is. There's no code or ethics.
Now when he's giving you everything you got.
Oh, come on, man.
And fuck everybody that says
No,
that. You know,
come
like,
on.
I
Don't
just
you watch Stranger Things?
Well,
Tommy?
but there's
Friends don't lie.
But there's no reason that Tommy doesn't have anything to do with me. He can do whatever he wants. That was like me and Bailey and Ken all had an agreement to not do that because we all obviously worked together. So it didn't, But Tommy's got his own thing, Right, Tommy? Right, Tommy?
Yeah, I do my own thing. I have my own channel. I'm not like I do what I want when I want.
Yeah, exactly. Tell that to that lady.
Tommy, listen, I don't want it to come off bad because I do like you. But that was a fucking scummy move.
That was not a scummy move. I didn't even make any donations while I was on that stream.
Who cares if you did? Who cares if you did? Who cares? Who cares if you made donations?
I didn't care.
What? I didn't even know he was live. I was doing Throwdown last night. I didn't
like
even
you
know.
Always do every week.
And you know something, man? Like, listen, Tommy, how many people?
Tell me, Joe.
How many people did Tommy? I don't know. I don't even know what to say. This is a weird thing to target him for. Tommy, what were you doing last night, though? I didn't see it. Is it still up? Can I go watch it later?
I bet he was, fucking chomping on rolls of quarters.
I don't know what you're talking about, Joe. You made a comment on the video. I saw you made a comment on there.
I did?
Hey, Tom, is your favorite president George Washington?
Well, if I made a comment on it, Tommy, it's probably because I watched it after it went up. It's probably because it wasn't live when I commented on it. You know what I mean? Caleb, you son of a bitch, Caleb. This guy is really... I mean, did they give you drugs because of the wisdom teeth? Is that what happened?
Mm-hmm.
No? All right, well, hey, fuck it. Hey, who do you think would win in a war? Like, if there was a war between two states, sir, do you think it would be North Carolina or do you think Florida would win? Like, it was only North Carolina versus Florida, only those two. Who would win in a war?
Whichever one Tommy's in, because he'd be shooting quarters out of his butthole at everybody.
Wow, this
is... Tommy, did you hear me? Did you hear me?
This call sucks.
Let me see. This guy just laughed. Caleb just laughed like Dave Rose. Dude.
Get that popcorn, Tommy.
Dude, you sound like Dave Rose with his fucking weird laugh.
I hope so. Dave Rose is a smart motherfucker.
Oh yeah, you think so? That's really nice of you.
No, not really. The fucking
says the guy doesn't read any books.
Hey, I read Nancy Drew as a kid. You fuck.
No, I'm talking to Joe, caller.
Yeah, it was time, man.
Oh, you're cool.
You mean
cool,
we don't know what kind of books you read, caller. You might read.
I just
probably read Nazi books.
Party.
Oh shit! Nate from VA dropping
the
$30.
The only plug I want is Joe plugging my bumhole pile drive. This half Jamaican hole just.
Oh.
Kidding, but serious. Just showing love.
Oh, Nate, thanks, man. And I love your half Jamaican asshole.
Well, the caller was saying that he likes Tommy, so I'm guessing he likes the same, literature as Tommy. So I'm assuming like what, menus and cookbooks.
First of all, Rose.
That's a joke, dude. That's
oh my god!
Fuck you, Rose.
See, Troy, if you just come on, we would have talked about all these issues going on in the world. Instead, we're butt pumping each other's assholes.
But Joe, I'm actually gonna head out, man. But just to let you know, I will not be on Monetize this tomorrow. I'm very busy tomorrow.
Good, you suck.
Oh, you're very busy. What are you doing? What are you doing tomorrow?
I'm gonna be hanging out with Crystal tomorrow. But also, by the way, fuck you, JB.
Hey, are you gonna be streaming?
JB's on the call with us, and he's calling underneath a fake number. Have a good night, Joe.
Hey, wait, can you stream you and Crystal hanging out tomorrow?
She really doesn't want to do any YouTube stuff. She just wants to like hang out and chill and stuff like that.
And fuck.
Private, like non-Epstein style.
Is she gonna let you? Before you go, Tommy, is she gonna let you finally get in that little pickle snatch?
Good night, Joe.
Oh, all right. What the fuck,
hey,
man?
Tommy.
Yeah.
Tommy!
Have you guys noticed that Tommy in the last couple months, especially last couple weeks, especially last 4 weeks, he's been really weird with my show and apprehensive about everything? Have you noticed that?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Tommy's been very strange all of a sudden in the last couple weeks.
Last week he was gone in like an hour and no one even fucked with him.
It was really weird.
Strange.
Yeah, but he's been weird. He's been very strange. He's been very like, this is strange. I'm gonna get out of here quickly. You know, it's very, very strange.
He has been spending a lot more time with Crystal.
I heard he was paid off
What do
by.
you expect, Joe? He's got a steady diet of quarters.
And Denny's.
Put a lot of quarters in his ass. Oh my god. Man, I'm sorry, Caleb, with your it must hurt to laugh. I can tell by your laughing.
It really does.
Like you sound like a lesbian having an orgasm when you speak. I'm sorry. What was you have a female dentist or a male dentist?
I am a trainee dentist.
Whoa! I mean, you kind of sound like a trainee with that fucking, with that. I mean, really, with that shit taped around your head.
Joe, hey, listen to me, buddy. I don't fucking like trainees, so don't say that again.
Wait a minute. You're not a trainee?
I don't fucking call me a trainee.
I'm kind of curious what state the caller's from, because the accent seems to be shifting all over the place.
Yeah, you have a. It must be the teeth bothering you.
I'm from Nebraska. I'm from Nebraska.
Well, that explains.
Oh,
Nebraska explains a lot of the problems you're having. Bad teeth, transdentist.
Shut up, Drew. Doing funny.
I'm sorry that I paused. I found out that somebody from. I know this is fucked up to just throw this out there. I'll talk more about it afterwards. But somebody just tweeted me that they have like fucking stage 4 cancer, and it's fucked up, man. Because I've known this guy for a while in the community, and I didn't think that. I don't know, man. It's crazy. It's fucked up. So I'm sorry.
Is that good or bad?
That's a bad thing. It's stage 4. It's a bad thing.
It's not one of the 4 people we would want it to be. So
yeah, it's not. We were hoping that it would. Yeah, we were hoping it would skip this guy and move to somebody else, like JD's mom. But it hasn't. Oh my god, or Scott. But no, it hasn't moved to anybody else yet.
Or Mars. Or Old Man Davey.
Oh boy.
Or Young.
I think Friday night we need to have like a cheers to Larry Funk, man, for passing away. I mean, he must be dead. I think that's the obituary that I found. It's fucking me up. Dude.
That was out of Iowa, though. Wasn't he from Texas?
I mean, he was born in Iowa, I think.
When I thought he was in his 50s. I thought at one time.
I thought he was in his 60s. I thought he was 66, actually, is what I thought.
Really? It said 71 on that thing. Because I looked it up after hearing you guys talk about it. Not to change the subject, but
yeah.
I looked it up myself, and I'm like, there's just a few things that seem off. And I swear he called in like 6-7 months ago.
Yeah, he might have.
Since October.
Totally agree.
Let's get 773s on the phone on Throwdown, episode 57. What's up?
What's up, man? Well, I gotta say, everything that comes out of Hollywood, Marvel, is just pure cultural Marxism. Whether it be forced diversity or little subtle messages, and everything is programming. And all, you guys are the products of social programming.
I agree.
A bunch of 40-year-old man children giggling like a fucking bunch of immature.
But I'm 35.
Children.
I'm 35 though.
Would you like to talk about critical theory? Because I'm more than capable of doing so.
I watch superhero movies. I like to be funny because
I don't.
A bunch of clowns.
I don't like Marvel. Though.
You talked about cultural Marxism,
but I don't like. I don't like
Marvel.
Marvel.
Willing to discuss critical theory,
but I don't like Marvel.
You called into this
aware of
keep watching your Jewish entertainment. All the Jews are just force feeding you pure garbage.
We know that though. But we know that.
You're just eating it up.
But we know that.
Eating it up.
What are you talking about? We know that. We just that's literally what we made fun of earlier.
What? That it's a bunch of Jewish propaganda?
Yeah.
Actually, I was throwing a few jokes down that.
Yeah, you don't think we realize that?
Talking about the small hats,
have you seen Disney?
Apparently you missed it.
Disney's about to fucking become the fucking goddamn whatever the fucking Terminator is. Whatever the
I
fuck
also
that's
talked
called.
about Epstein's connection to the Mossad and the honeypot operation that was his island. So
yeah,
I mean,
you're like
I'm naming them.
Right. You're preaching to the choir.
You gotta hang up on the other dude who's going, my name's, I'm from Nebraska, and I like to talk like this, because he just fucking killing the whole show.
But that's your dad.
You just sound like a clown.
I wanted to speak to your dad, though.
I'm from Nebraska, and I do this.
What is this, Troy?
Fucking idiot. But yeah, as far as Marvel, anything that comes out of Hollywood.
Jew fucks you in your little ass.
Yeah, you're a little redneck piece of shit. You little clown redneck. Hollywood, man, it's just pure garbage.
It's gonna be red once I grab it, motherfucker.
You guys know this. I'm glad you're woke on that, at least.
Oh,
You're
hell
woke
yeah,
on,
man. Are you kidding me? Look at
Hollywood.
look at the last. This has been going on for years, but now.
Fucking anti-Semite.
No, but that to be
fucking
so.
Jewish.
That,
I'm offended by what
all right,
you're
you
saying.
George.
I'm fucking Jewish.
This guy loves George Soros.
no, but
Don't mind him.
anti-Semite would be to be against any Semite, and we all know that the cultures and species that are in the Middle East are both of, Jewish and Arabic descent. So Semite is that whole region. How are we going to differentiate between the two?
Right. Well, I mean, would you like to speak? I think we're getting an incoming call in a minute. Looks like Alex Jones is calling again. How long have you been listening to my show for?
Oh, a Mossad implant. Yeah.
I've been listening to your show just recently, but I've been trying to get the word out in Hollywood, man. It's just pure garbage.
Dude, you're gonna love the
Look
show
into
then,
that
man.
Stuff,
Wait, are you a fan?
Everything that comes out of it.
But you a fan of Alex Jones?
Propaganda.
You a fan of Alex
You
Jones?
gotta buy some alpha male vitality. It'll make your dick strong and make my pockets filled.
He's an anti-Semite. He don't like Jews.
Hello. I can do.
If you don't like Jews, you're against gay marriage and
Alex, thank you for
Who is this sciatic baby fucker you got on the air, Joe? Who's this new? See, this is what people are. Their minds are waking up to this all around the country. Just like this young caller. Caller, how old are you? Hello?
You don't understand. My name's Alex Jones, and if you come against my team, I will murder you. I will take you down.
What? See, this is what they do. Now you're diverting. Like, this is clear as psyop. Otherwise, you'd actually have a civil conversation. You'd actually have a conversation that was meaningful. You start to explain things. But then when you start doing goofy stuff like that, we know you're not serious.
Chinese Hollywood. The Chinese own Hollywood. Everyone knows that. I have the documents.
Hold on, is it the Chinese or the Jews now?
Faggot.
Hold on, is it the Chinese or the Jews that run Hollywood now? And
I don't know. I'm Alex Jones. I don't get paid by Mossad. I get paid by the callers. I don't get paid. I'm a full-blown anti-Zionist Christian. I support Mossad. I support social engineers by the Zionist media, and I am a redneck fat pig from Texas, and I support the Zionist agenda.
You know what? You're one of those fake son of a bitches. Probably put into society by the Clintons because they're cloning people on the Virgin Islands and everything, and they got an underwater facility, and then they just release them. They manufacture them, they implant them in their brains. Everybody knows the nanotechnology and the stems they have right now, and they release them in society. Probably don't have any fathers. They put them in with one mother, no father, unstable environment, controlled by the government. There's no need for this MK Ultra anymore. It's no activating people's minds and things like that. They just bring you right in from the beginning, ship them right in, already implanted, already. Some of them are probably cyborgs. Some are probably cyborgs. That's what the fuck you are. And you confuse me. And you come on here to try to confuse things and make people look bad and ruin the whole government. And you just smear everything all over shit so nobody can find where the smell's coming from. You disgust me. People like you fucking disgust me. And I am. Look at you.
They're lizard people. You don't understand. They're lizard people.
You are a lizard person. You know what the fuck you're doing. Don't mock me.
We're not allowed.
You're not gonna mock me. I know what you are. You fucking asshole faggot. I'll kill you, motherfucker. I'm an American.
People from the Mars. If you say they're
You're
Jews,
fucking.
that means you're anti-Semite.
You know what I've done? I come from a long line of hard-working Americans. You can't break our spirit. You will never break my spirit.
You will never take down me. You're trying to get to the children. I will never let you get to the children. You're trying to corrupt the children. You will never do that.
All right.
Well, Alex
he just called you
right
the
about
N-word?
the gay frogs. So.
Jesus,
he just
what
called you the N-word.
I think he called. It's called somebody like the N-word or something. What the fuck is going on right now tonight? And what happened to the poor bastard with the wisdom teeth? He's gone too.
No, Caleb.
Caleb, yeah. Sorry, Caleb.
Yeah.
Lost you there. They kind of the show went off the rails for a minute, so this is all
needed.
Yeah, we had Alex Jones. That was a cool thing.
Well, every once in a while, Alex Jones calls up. He gets pissed off, I guess. And it's all because I sent him that clip a long time ago in the InfoWars email. So I'm surprised he didn't drop Infowars.com. He usually does that.
So, Joe,
maybe he'll call back, just throw that in.
Going back to North Carolina, I sent you that message, the link in the Messenger chat.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe that's something you want to share with the audience. I thought it was funny. I wish you could have talked about it while Tommy was here so he could explain the state of his state.
Yeah, I wish I would have loved it. Is this can I play this video? Is that the...
Well, you can read from the article. You can play the video. I mean,
the article isn't loading.
She explains herself and says exactly what's said in the article, but I love the headline. It's like, yeah, do it again.
Yeah, I'd do it again. Fuck it. Well, it's funny because like I mentioned this while I was shopping, or no, I was at the zoo with Leah, and I mentioned, Dave Rose just sent me this thing, and she goes, oh, well, then it's shit or something. And I was like, well, no, it's not. It's not this. It's not something you would be mad at. This one's actually like something you'd probably, well, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm like, you'd probably agree with it because it's something. It's a right wing person probably being the asshole. So like, I was like, yeah, maybe you'd probably like this one because it fits into your fucking agenda or whatever.
And did she like it?
I mentioned it to her and she went, oh yeah, well, people are assholes out there.
Oh. But no, immediately judge it. Oh, if Dave Rose sent it, it must be wrong.
Yeah, I was like, no, it's fucking. Hold on, I can't. It's not.
But that's the thing, though. I'm critical of all sides, and I'm more than willing to point these things out and do the research necessary to say, yeah, this GOP member is a fucking closet homosexual who rallies against gay marriage. But he's caught on, Grindr trying to fucking pick up dates and shit. So, like, I'm more than willing to call anybody out, even if they are, lean towards the ideology that I, lean to, which, again, people get confused because they don't, I don't think they listen to exactly what I think. They just...
No, I mean, she's got some...
Think, oh, you're like a hardcore right-wing extremist. It's like, but I've got ideas that are libertarian and somewhat even socialist, because
she's got a view of you that's...
what I believe is the necessity for governments sometimes to interfere so that, the betterment of humanity. But, like, that's ignored. It's like, oh, you immediately are considered right-wing.
She's got a view of you, obviously, because I tried to... We get into fights like this because, like, I didn't bring up all the sort of right-leaning stuff that you sent me or stuff that was more conservative-based, maybe, even though it's really not. It's just sort of truth. But
I've sent you stories like this.
Because if I disagree with you, I will tell you. I will say, Dave, I don't agree with this. But so I don't tell her about that. But you sent me this one, and I thought it was fucked up. And I was like, well, I can tell.
This is one of many, though.
I know.
I send you these things all the time. It's like, oh, look at this racist white person or anybody else.
Well, that's what this is. And I'm trying to tell Leah, and she goes like, oh, you would listen to him. I'm like, okay, you're not even what? Like, this is about a racist white lady from North Carolina. And she's like, I'm sure there's something about how she's great, justified for doing it. I'm like, no, he's shitting on her. Like, God. Jesus. And like, we got in a fight at the zoo over it for a second. I'm like, oh my God, I just stopped telling her about stuff. But that's the closed-mindedness that we're dealing with. Even my own wife is closed-minded. But no, here's the fucking, I guess this is the clip. So she calls
shoot the messenger and not the message,
She calls a black person the N-word and then says, I'd do it again, I guess. I have not seen this. Let's see it. I have not watched it.
Raleigh, North Carolina.
From Raleigh, North Carolina. She could be mentally unstable. Let's see.
I'm shocked because this person had the audacity right here to come at our table and tell us that we are the rudest people that she has ever met.
Oh my God, dude. What fucking white
grandstanding.
Fucking white people. Like, this is the I mean, honestly, I don't know. I've seen this. This is that old time, like, I want to say like 55 to an older generation of the white ladies who feel like they're like butthurt. They're not like full blown pieces of it. Like, they won't, like, I don't know what they are. I can't explain it, but
they think they're immune. They think they can have any opinion at all without any.
They're boomers.
The boomers, exact. My mom's a boomer, so this reminds me of my mom. Except my mom wouldn't do this to somebody at all. But my mom has these like weird preconceived things. You know what I mean? Like, where it's like, like,
yeah, they're all just a bunch of animals.
I don't want to say that because my mom works with like all these different people, but it's like this weird preconceived thing from back in those days, like where like when my mom adopted me, they brought her first a Hispanic female, a baby girl, and my mom was like, and normally when you're adopting with this adoption agency, you just get whatever they give you. There's no fucking take it back. You know what I mean? You get
it's not a fucking dog.
It's not a dog. It's okay. We've been waiting 4 years. Here's your baby. That's it. You adopt the baby. Well, they brought my mom, Hispanic female baby girl, and she was like, "Oh no," you know, like, and then she got me. But it's like,
she's like, I want the white one over there with the knife in his hand.
When I asked her, like, why did you pass up the Hispanic female baby girl? She was like, it just would have been so hard at that time, you know, to do that, to have, like, it wasn't accepted then. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what the fuck? And she's like, I know, I felt bad, but I just, you know, it just would have been tough to do that. To raise some, you know, because then there's all the questions and people at that time weren't accepting like that. And I'm like, what the fuck? It's like weird stuff like that. Like, my mom is not racist. My mom raised me to like everybody the same. So I need to make that clear. My mom raised me to treat everybody the same, and I do. Like, she really raised me well. You would actually not believe that, because when you hear her like little like old white lady biases, you're kind of like, how the fuck did you turn out okay? But no, it's not like that. I was raised to treat everybody the same, and but there's that little bit of weird baby, like you said, baby boomer. Like, it's all about how you look and what the house looks like, and like the blinds on the house would be messed up, and she'd be so worried about like everything. And it's like, you know, if you talked about my mother would never say like speak English to somebody. She would never say that. But she would say it drives her crazy. She would say, like, it just drives me nuts that, like, they're not speaking English. It's really rude. And I'm like, they're just talking to each other in their language. You know? Or you know, whatever. It's not like they're talking about you. Or maybe they don't know English yet. She's like, but it's really, people really need to learn, like, because it's very rude. Like, whatever. I'm like, what the fuck? But she would never say that to somebody. You know, she would never, like, be mean. My mom's really nice. She wouldn't be mean to somebody. You know what I mean? So it's like,
well, to be quite honest, I was raised as an immigrant who didn't speak English as a first language to not speak Spanish in front of other people. You know, to not give that impression that you're speaking about them or anything, and the fact that, you know, you're in a new country and you have to assimilate. So
yes,
you know, in private it was considered fine. At home, you know, all Spanish, but like in public, it was instilled in me by my parents that said it's respectful to the country that you're in to speak English. So I don't. Yeah. I mean, I can kind of see your mom's side on that.
Yeah, and she doesn't care that much. Like, this sounds worse than it is because my mom is so like.
Right, she would express this in private to you. It wouldn't be like she'd walk up to the person and be like,
I think there are better things to do than just go tell somebody in a public place speak English. You know, there's better ways to spend your energy. You know, like, it's unfortunate, but like, to go through this effort that this woman made, because she even says in the article, like, I regret now not just telling the management, because the whole issue, you know, in this case was that they were just being loud at the table. And because the women there that were black, they now consider this like some sort of, you know, hate thing or whatever.
Well, didn't she call him a stupid N-word?
The woman did say, you know, why are you a stupid, you know.
Yeah, like, that's weird. Like, that's weird. I mean, it's
but the funny thing is, though, she was even like sort of saying like, well, I've got black friends, and then the woman's like, you talk to your black friends like that? And she's like, they're not like you. So, like,
I can't wait to hear this. Oh my god.
So, but the thing is, though, she's also unrepentant on what she says too. So I think it's just an entertaining story all around, just to observe human nature.
I think she's having just her old life crisis.
National Geographic Joe Cronin Show edition.
What do you expect when you walk into a bar, though? I mean, black, white, green, whatever. I mean, there's clearly bottles of booze behind her, so they're in a bar.
Yeah.
These people are drinking. They're having a good time. I don't know if you know what time of day or night this is, Dave.
Who cares?
But I'm imagining, but I mean, 10, 11 o'clock in a bar, people have a few in them and they get a little loud.
Also look at how unrepentant she is too, like, especially in the image that Joe is currently showing, is that it was more like it's not like I'm really upset at you for like disturbing my environment. It's like I'm now going to gloat over you, and again, being crass and like just using these racial terms.
I'm sorry.
When you could have just easily just told the management, like, can you fucking do something about this woman here? Because like I'm not enjoying my meal. I'm not going to pay for it if it continues to be this way.
Right, that's the right way.
Tiffany Rodriguez, Tiffany Rodriguez in the chat said, "Your mom sent me back, Joe."
Well, that was her, huh?
Hasta luego.
She told us we are getting off work, we paying for our food just like everybody else, and she told us that we are the rudest people ever. Here's the thing. What you gotta understand is that you don't know what people going through. Okay, you wanna come over here? You wanna come over here? Yes, you will. Yes, you will. Don't got some real stuff.
Wow, this lady looks whacked out.
Exactly. Like, what is the purpose of escalating this?
We never said. So here's the thing. Let me understand. We're too loud. In your opinion, let me show you my money. It's just as green as yours. Wow, you're so stupid.
Now, granted, the girls that are recording.
There it was.
Oh, is that what she said? Wait a minute.
Sorry.
Is that where she said it right there?
No, I don't think so.
Well, I thought so. She said, "My money's just as green as yours," and she goes, "Well, you're just a stupid." Yeah.
Oh my god! It's like dude. It's almost like she wants to go viral. Hold on, let's see.
It's just as green as yours. Wow, you're so stupid.
Okay, yeah.
Wow.
Okay, yeah. So that's where it was. Because I know it was like when she walked away, according to the description of the video. But
whoa, dude, that's fucked up. Like, that's really fucked up. Like, maybe if that lady was loaded and said that.
Well, she kind of looks that way, but even still, it's no sort of justification.
That's weird. Like, see, like, that's weird. Wow. That's fucked up. Like, I don't really get shocked by much, or I don't really care. Like, words are stupid. But, like, just because they were being loud and then go up to them and then say that, so weird. Like, that's racist.
Look at that. She's got Down syndrome eyes.
She does have Down syndrome eyes. And, there's probably black people listening saying, that's not weird, Joe. That's racism right there is what that is. So you might be right.
But it's not that common, though. So, like,
it's weird,
that's the thing, though. You do find it in certain areas. And that's why when I sent it to Joe, I said, North Carolina, the state that keeps giving, because you start to see a fair bit of states that
Tommy's
have these have these things occur in more consistent numbers. So North Carolina is one of them. We just got to look at the facts.
And you got to give it. And again, you got to give it to the girls too. They're sitting there having a fucking drink after work, and they're like, "Yeah," and they're like, "My money's good as yours." And she brought up black. They didn't even say anything about white woman or anything. She brought up race. She was like, "Oh, because don't worry, I have black friends." See that? Hold on. See right there. That's weird, right? Right off the bat, like out of nowhere, she brings up having black friends. They didn't even say anything about fucking race. Like, and she just brings up, "Oh, I have black friends." And then calls them stupid N-words. Jesus.
But you can hear that the two women that are recording are fairly ratchet and loud.
Yeah.
So it's understandable that, yeah, they probably were loud. I mean, again, a loud black woman, that's not out of the question, okay? That, numbers kind of show that that's a consistent thing.
Well, the thing is, if she didn't use the N-word, we wouldn't be talking about this right now. The whole story is...
why did this old lady escalate it, though? All she needed to do is, she didn't need to go to the table to escalate and then, like, start to throw out these slurs and stuff. All she needed to do was tell her waiter, look, can you tell the manager that these people are a little too loud? Like, I'm not really enjoying my meal and stuff. And then the problem would have been solved.
I think older people don't have a filter because, A, they know they know they can get away with it because odds are they're not going to get their ass kicked.
Yeah, you
I'll
brought
tell
up
you
a
one
great
example, Dave.
you brought up a great point because people now like we are in a new generation of where we all accept kind of like being loud and weird, like where the older generation still has that sort of like you don't do that, so you're starting to see that clash more than ever right now. And because it's not like these are kids, these aren't like 20-year-old women. You're starting to see this with 30-year-old people and 60-year-old people. Great point.
They know they're not going to get their ass kicked, or at least their odds of getting their ass kicked are a lot lower because who's going to beat the shit out of a 60-year-old woman? She thinks she's immune. I'll give you
I think they're just like, no, this ain't going to happen. Like, that's not like they've got that old, like, my dad would do this, that. And so they're carrying that around, so they can't believe, like, what's going on with the culture. So you're seeing that response here, you know what I mean? Like I said with my mom, and she's like, "Oh my God, these people were so loud and rude and all these things," and I'm like, I just think they were having a good time. Like,
why do you think that Karen meme exists? The whole like, "Can I speak to your manager?"
Yeah.
It's the prototypical boomer white woman with the short hair that always thinks that she's entitled. That always needs to be the one that like has to start shit and like ruin everyone's fun. This is the prototypical Karen.
Yeah, it's dude. I mean, I hate to bring my mother into this because it's so wrong. Because my mom isn't like this, but like she has that little bit of flair that's like, well, that was very rude.
So many women.
That was very
so many
rude.
White women are.
Yeah, that was very rude. Like I've seen that with my mom before, where she's been like, that was very rude. And I'm like, what are you doing, Ma? Like, what the fuck? Like, it's like that. But she would never do something like this. But it's just like, that's where it's coming from, that same thing. I don't know what it is. Like an animosity almost towards how things have changed. But, not, you know what I mean? It's different levels for all these women. Certainly, this lady took it to the extreme. Or, she's experienced other things before, and she's relating it to this. She went right to her camera phone. Maybe she watches things on Facebook where people are attacked for, like, racism for telling you to be quiet. So she thinks they're going there, so she pulls out her camera, and now everybody's going to pull out their cameras.
She's a sheltered suburban wife.
I guess.
Sheltered suburbanite wife, like never told no, like always given, the money to go do what she wants.
Husband was a dentist or something.
Husband didn't smack around enough.
But the audacity, though, to like think that you can get away with these sorts of things and like, but it's all wrong along, the whole thing. But it's just like her lack of remorse, or at least it's a game to her. It's not like it looked like she wasn't angry or anything. It's, like angry to the bone. It's like, come on, ladies, please, can you like do me a favor and like quiet down? No, it's just like, it's all a game. I'm gonna record you. It's funny. I can get away with it.
The further we get into this, in years and years into social media and everything, I almost wonder if people don't do this so they can go viral, like the fucking bagel
that's what
guy.
this.
No.
They don't.
I'm not saying this situation.
I don't think this lady actually realizes she's gonna go viral.
Yeah,
I think that's the problem. I think if she understood the climate of things right now, she wouldn't do this. I think she doesn't understand how she's gonna go viral. Like,
I think I was going a little bit off topic, but it just made me think that, like, I think people are going to start doing this more and more, where they're like, hey, I could get on fucking YouTube and have 1 million views if I just act like a fool in front of a camera.
I agree with you. I'm actually on the fence about whether she knows she's going to go viral here or
on her face.
Or has no idea.
I don't think she's going. Like, I don't think she realizes it. She's again like a.
Well, they'll go after your kids'
isolated
jobs.
Suburbanite wife.
They'll go after your kids' jobs and shit now too. So now you really got to be careful. Like, if you go out there and you start being a piece of shit to people like this, people will start showing up at your kids' jobs.
Okay, here's further proof to what I was saying.
Yeah.
She went on fucking whatever, Fox News or whatnot, and did this interview.
All right, let's watch that.
The news.
Let's watch the rest of it.
It's a lack of remorse. It wasn't really about, like, I guess the noise, more so than her saying, look, I stood up to you, or whatever delusion she has in her mind. Because, again, if it really was a big issue, I don't think she would appear on this show and say, yeah, I'd do it again. I'm like, really? Do you know the optics of that?
You would call two ladies that you had a noise dispute with in a bar, a public bar, a couple of stupid N-words. You would do it again. Like, that is so weird. Like, and she really doesn't understand, because now she should be on apology tour. Like, I was wrong. It was racist. I said stuff out of anger. I don't normally do that, those type of apologies. But she goes, I just would have said it. I would have said it. Well, now she's just absolute. I mean, you're not going to win over everybody if you do fuck up, because we are all capable of saying the worst thing to somebody because we're angry. Because that just is how your brain works. I'm so angry right now. I'm gonna say the worst thing to you. Like, when I'm the maddest I am, I start throwing around fag all the time. But it's like,
she didn't look that mad though?
But she's just crazy. We'll watch the rest of this. I don't hate gay people, but I say that word because I think people get really offended by it, and I like to use it. But it's like, I don't have a problem with gay people, like, at all. Like, so why would I say that? I've never called a black guy an N-word though. That would have to be. I'd have to be out of my mind almost, or trying to really trigger him on purpose or something. It was weird.
We never said anything about color. We never said. So here's the thing. Let me understand. We're too loud.
It's like, if you're too loud, then just say that. Go over and be like, I think you're too loud. You're bothering me, ladies. Like, you're really disturbing. You're disturbing me with how loud you are. I like. Is it possible that you guys could keep it down? I'm sorry to be the one, to be the bad guy or something like that. And even that's kind of like, ugh, but at least you said that, and you're like, okay, ma'am, like, we'll try to keep it down, but it's a bar and we're having to, we're out for drinks, but we'll try to whatever. And then, okay, I apologize and whatever. And then, what happens is normal people feel bad they even brought it up then, and then whatever the fuck. But it's like to go over there and be like, like, start screaming at them. Like, it's fucking weird.
Dave, did you mention how this initially started? Did she just like shout across the room at him, or
That's
what?
A good point. We don't know how it started.
From what I read in the article, she just walked up to them and told them that.
Oh,
okay. So she just walked up to them and told them they were too loud.
Yeah, and then these women got belligerent, and they confronted, and it just escalated from there.
So maybe the women were to blame a little bit here.
Okay, so
not worthy of getting the N-word.
Well, they started recording her too. So imagine the old lady comes up to them. Ladies, like, you're really loud, like, I'm just blah, blah. Okay, we're really loud. Sorry. And then they start filming her, right? So now they start filming her. So now she gets angry and now starts coming at them with her camera and yelling at them. And then she jumps to the N-word. So that's what happened.
I think you pull the N-word out of this, they're all a bunch of assholes, and that sounds like.
Well, I think the ladies are egging her on and started it by videotaping her. And again, that goes to our new culture now, right? White ladies yelling at us. So we're going to now record because she might do exactly what she did. You know what I mean? Because normally you wouldn't be like, let me pull my phone out to record this lady who's asking us to be quiet. So if someone comes up to you and asks you to be quiet or ask you something, and your next step is like, or get out of here. And then you pull out a phone. That's kind of weird. So like, you're separating communication lines. Someone comes up to you, hey, I'm sorry, you're really bothering me. I'm trying to eat. Like, oh yeah, what? We're bothering you. What? How are we bothering you exactly? And then you pull out your phone and do this, and then if you just keep filming them, and now they walk away, and now you're still filming them and being like, so I don't understand what her problem is, and she started yelling at us about being loud in a bar, and now the other person's getting antagonized, so they're like, hi, we're in your camera now, cool. Like, so that's what happened, and then she came over, so the girls are a little bit to blame. You're right, we didn't talk about that. But then she totally steps in the shit. But you're right, and it's all this. It's all this. So one of the things is when people say, oh, this has always been going on forever, but we didn't have phones. And thank God now we have phones to record stuff like this. I would agree with you a little bit because that's true. There has been tons of racial incidents that we never get to catch on tape because whatever. But
murders?
When you go over to somebody, nothing to do with race, but you go over to someone and you say, hey, you're being loud, like it's really hard for me, blah, blah. And then the lady pulls out her camera and starts videotaping you. Now you're thinking, oh, the black people are videotaping me because they think I'm a crazy racist white person. And now you're like, yeah, great, okay. And then it starts spiraling all because of this. All because of everyone's used to, film the cops or film the white crazy person or film the black people looting or something. Like, it's all the fucking, like, whatever the fuck. I snuck a joke in there. See how I did that? Let me play a donation real quick before we get back to this. We got to get back to this, though. We got to play the whole clip in context. Botch Club.
Insta Botch Club.
Botch Club, thank you very much, man. Guys, 25,000 subs on Instagram. Fucking awesome botches. Go check out Botch Club on Instagram. And the Wrestle Daily as well. We'll shout out Wrestle Daily too. Botch Club is growing, just like my penis. Yeah, let's play some more of these, and then we'll get to the donations that are left. Because there's a lot of this. Botch Club, thank you, man. In Rhode Island, man, we gotta go hang out.
In your opinion, let me show you my money. It's just as green as yours. Right. Oh, you're so stupid, nigga. Stupid?
Oh God! Like, see, like that was like a mic drop. She knew what she was saying, and then she walked away because she wanted. She didn't know how to burn them back. That's what that is to me. I've seen this in fights. That lady didn't know how to burn them back. She's been burned already times. Asked them to be quiet. They were like, "Fuck you," basically. Then they start recording you. Then they're going back at you about, you know what I mean, like, what are you doing, crazy lady? And then, oh, our money is green just like yours. That's 4 burns to 0 burns. That's 4 to 0 right there if you're keeping track. So that old white lady, she lost her fucking mind. It was like
that hand symbol there.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm in the fucking KKK now. Yeah, so, John Cena! I did play John Cena's theme earlier, and then he does the okay. Oh, my God, we're all going to hell. But no, so 4 burns to the white lady, the old white lady, and she didn't know how to handle it. So she was like, fuck, I got to have a mic drop here. N-word. Like, because watch her walk away. She even knows.
Green is yours. Right. Oh, you're so stupid, nigga. Stupid?
Oh my God. And she walked away. See, she almost doesn't believe it either. It's just like she knows this is gonna get him.
Oh, you're
For the women?
Stupid, nigga.
Let's see what else happens.
So she basically just
Call your black friends the N-word. Look at her smiling. You see that smile? You know what that smile is?
That's what she's doing.
Yeah, that smile is like, oh, I finally got them. Haha, I said the N-word to you.
Or she's thinking, good morning, America in 4 days.
I mean, honestly, dude, maybe. I'm starting to sway, Dave. I'm starting to sway. Look at that look on her face. Look at how happy she is with herself. Earlier, she wasn't happy. She was upset. And that lady was burning her, and now she's like...
she was smiling earlier, too, before she pulled her phone out and came around the corner. She's been smiling the whole time, other than that one moment where she got one up that last time.
This is weird.
But like you said, we need to go back and watch it beginning to end, but...
Well, we didn't get the beginning. They're not like you. Well, she may just subscribe to the whole, like, there's black people, but then there's N-words. You know that? Because we've heard that when we were in the 90s.
Chris Rock said that.
Yeah, in the 90s. We heard that. That was a big thing in the 90s where, like, people would say, oh, yeah, there's black people are black people, but there are N-words. Like, what the fuck does that mean? But I get the meaning, but, like, okay, but that's weird. Who decides that? But so, let's go to the... so here's one of her interviews.
I'm a 71-year-old woman who lives in Raleigh. I suffer from tremendous anxiety.
She says that anxiety and the women's behavior pushed her to act as she did.
I'm not going to say I'm sorry to them because they kept pushing at it. So, and that's all I'd really like to say.
I think they were pushing at it, and she's right. They were like kind of fucking with her, and then she went crazy. Kind of like how Tommy goes, like where like somebody fucks with Tommy and then he flips out, and you're like, wow, he's crazy. Tommy's crazy. It's like, really, is Tommy crazy after someone fucks with him for like an hour and he finally flips out? Is he really that crazy? You know, so I get that, but she made the mistake of calling them N-words. Like that didn't need. That was weird. Like that's the step that that's where she's missing. That's where like.
Question: why is she going out to a public bar when she has anxiety?
That's a great point.
And before anyone says, oh, you're discriminatory, bigoted against people. No, sorry. That's a public place. It's big. It's open. A lot of people. A lot of noise. You know what you're getting into.
Yeah. Well, it's a selfish person is what it is. It's the needs. It's the opposite of needs of the many outweigh the needs of few. I have anxiety. I have this, and they were loud, so I just lost my mind.
There are
but I don't apologize.
And such that have reservations, very limited seating, and it's semi-private.
This might
you
be
can
Tommy's,
easily go there. Nothing's stopping you.
This lady has Tommy's teeth.
She has Strahan teeth.
I use that word because they forced me into it.
They held a gun to your head.
Really?
Well, yeah, they won the argument, so.
Okay, I would believe that if they said stupid old white bitch. If they called her stupid old white bitch, and then she called them the N-word, then, like, I would understand that. I'd be like, okay, yeah, like, they called you stupid old white bitch, so that forced you, because that's human, like, that's natural for someone who's a little bit irrational and has a temper, to when someone calls you stupid old white bitch, how do you fire back? Okay, calling you the N-word now. Like, I understand that. I'd be like, okay, that totally makes sense. But, like, no, they didn't call, I don't think that we know of they called you stupid old white bitch. So they forced me to do it. They forced me. They forced my race. See, what she doesn't understand is people are going to say that, well, she's racist, so they forced her racism out, is what people really are going to think. She doesn't understand that's what's going to happen.
Or because they forced me into it.
Do you see how that's incredibly offensive?
Yes, I do. That's why I said it.
That's actually pretty good.
I understand. I am with her on that. I understand that because I'm the same way.
Something.
Yeah, no, and I'm the same way too, though. Like, if somebody is fucking with me enough, I'll say the worst thing I can to you.
Well, if you're gonna hit, you gotta hit hard.
Yeah. So I think that that's what she is trying to say. That, well, I knew what would say, and she knows that it's true. She's not lying, because remember when she said it in the video, she was like, "Well, you're stupid N-words," and then she's like, "Hee," and I was like, "Oh fuck!" Like, she's just wanted to fuck. That was her only thing she could say to piss them off.
I'm going to be honest. I'm somewhere stuck between hating her and her being my hero.
Yeah,
I don't know which it is yet.
I'm not sure. That is pretty funny though. Like, I knew I knew it. This is the same thing as who's the fucking Jew who went crazy? Michael, what's his face from Seinfeld? I believe that's what he was doing. Cuz, like, all the black people that came to his defense and stuff like that, like, I think that's what he was doing. He saw these people fucking talking during his set. He got massively offended and he went crazy, and he looked at them and was like, black people, okay, how can I fucking, I'm going to say the worst shit I can to these people. Like, 50 years ago, we'd have you strung up from a tree or whatever the fuck he said. Like, dude, he was totally just saying the worst shit ever because that was the only thing he could say to get to those people. However, that was years ago when you think about it, and was when people were actually less offended. So the people were like, oh, boo, oh. And then even the black people were just like, come on, man, that's fucked up. That type of shit. But nowadays, someone might have came on the stage.
So now we know that the formula, all you got to do is just get black people talking loud, and, people will sprout out and start yelling shit.
Jesus. That's
fucked. 2 cases now we just discussed. So.
That's true.
I would say it again to them.
She says she would use that word again.
White old ladies are mad if you don't speak English. They're mad if you talk too loud. They're mad if you talk too soft. They're mad if you don't talk. White ladies.
They're mad if you don't get in line quick enough at the supermarket.
Get in line quick enough if you have too many. They're mad if you have too many kids. Where's the song for this? White old ladies, if you have too many kids, they say, why did you do that? Like, there was the one where the lady was like, why would you have so many kids if you weren't going to control them?
Menopause is a son of a bitch.
Wow. That's sad. Shonda Stewart is the one who took the cell phone video.
Oh, cool.
Her friend, Lakeisha Shaw, is the one who was called the racial...
Hey, look, JB, it's your wife.
I don't care how you feel like we should have been.
Oh, God, listen to her voice. Oh, my God, dude, her voice is so deep, they must have been loud. I don't care if... Holy shit. Like, that lady was loud. That lady is loud. No wonder she was mad. That lady is crazy, though. I love her.
That guy from Step by Step really let himself go, didn't he?
Yeah. Where's the interview with this lady who said I would have said it again? We got to find... Was she on something else, or was it just that news clip? It was just that news clip?
I think it was just that one. There may have been another clip further down, but...
I'm trying to see if there's more.
Well, I'll tell you what, Broken Lion and High Span Defoe want to see her, like, fucking raped and executed and shit. So. We know where they stand.
With their fucking bug eyes. You need to keep it down, you stupid N-word.
I thought you meant Broken Lion and Ice.
Oh, no, the lady. Jesus. These fucking flies in my house are driving me nuts, dude. Something's dead in the walls. I swear to God, something's dead in the walls. Anyway, we got to play donations. That lady's.
Maybe it's that kid that was found in the walls in what was it, Council Bluffs, Iowa? Did you hear about that one?
What the fuck?
Well, I'll play the donations first. Get through a couple of those.
You want to see my dick?
Way to scare
I'll take
me.
my dick out right now. I'm Sean.
What up, Jim K's?
And you want to see my dick? Do you want to see my dick? I will show you my penis. I'm Sean's view. Don't screw with me, or else I'll show you my pee-pee. Do you want to see my dick? Do you want to see my dick?
Yes, I do, Jim.
Hey Drew, I'm gonna rape you and make you love me like Mike Tyson. Let me slide behind you and fill your hole with my cheese as I explode. Just say, who's your daddy?
Holy shit. Hear that, Drew?
Damn.
It's coming to fuck you. Jim Case, thank you, man. Someone in the chat, who the fuck said that? There's a whole lot of old dyke white ladies. Oh my God. Jim Case, thank you for the $13, man. I appreciate that. Wow. Okay, what a night.
Super chat.
Oh.
Drew diddled debe.
Jeez, I'm getting the heat tonight, I guess.
Tommy's breaking furniture.
Tommy hung up.
No, he's listening, though. He's breaking furniture right now.
I want to fuck Debe until cum comes out of her fucking eyeballs.
Party.
Cole Zeller. What's up, Cole?
This call sucks.
This call sucks.
Hey, thank you, Cole Zeller. And the Goon before that. What up, Goon? Tomorrow night, monetize this. S.Dollar has the monetize this championship. It only cost him $40 at customs to take it. That was
I knew it was gonna fucking be problems.
$120 to ship to Canada in total.
I warned you.
It was a lot of money.
You laughed at me when I told you. It's actually even more expensive than I thought.
I marked it as a gift.
And they still fucked up.
Yeah, they still fucked it.
Fucking idiots.
I gotta
better give Dave the title now, because after it gets back to the U.S., it's gonna be
I'm gonna have to hand it over at the border to save the shipping costs.
Yeah, dude, that's fucked
Throw it
up.
in the Niagara Falls. Best of luck.
Seriously.
Here we go, about to get it, man.
Yeah, put it on a raft and just push it.
Here we go. Here we go.
I'll send some drugs over too.
Hey Joe, good to see ya. Friday is on the way.
Hell yeah.
First thing I hear is gay frogs when I come in here. This is gonna be good, lol.
Son of Odin, 1989. Well, also Son of Odin, thanks for the $5. But also, go back and listen to the whole show, because it was pretty funny before that. And yeah, appreciate the donations, guys. You guys keep the shows going as always. No need to suck your asses, but you guys are the fucking sponsors. Without you, the shows are fucked. So thanks for the donations live. Did Son of Odin donate again, or is that
No,
second donation? No, he did. Okay, there's more to go. Okay, there's a couple more to play.
I'm sorry. Yeah, he did again.
Crackers Gaming. What's up, Crackers Gaming? I assume that's there's a lot of white people gaming then on that stream. Crackers Gaming, thank you for subscribing to the channel and what's going on. And appreciate it, bro. We got a few more coming in here.
Here we go. I'm about to get it,
God,
man.
you got to stop saying that. We're live.
Here we go.
Come on, man.
Here we go. Here we go. Oh, no.
She look like she's ready to go burn a cross right now.
I saw that earlier in the chat. I was dying. She's just a crazy lady. It's crazy, stupid idiot is what she is. She's not even that bad. Like, there's so much worse, still, like, worse actual racist people out there. She's clearly just one of these nut fucking baddie fucks.
Baptist minister's wife or something.
Keep the racism going, Heistman says. I love it. Heistman, you going to be on Monetize This tomorrow? You keep asking to be on, but you never call. You fuck. Call tomorrow and be on Monetize This, Heistman. I saw your dad at the zoo today. Nate from VA, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Oh, I got a video of it. Oh my god, this is so fucked up. I took a video of it.
But it's in fucking bar. Now come on, you're supposed to be loud in a bar. And
Right.
second of all, they were probably sitting right next to each other. So how loud was they really? Come on, and remember I'm black too, and I call out how stupid we act, but this is a bar.
Yeah, right. It's bullshit, Freddie Mitchell. The lady's a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
like,
it wasn't like a fine dining restaurant.
Yeah, they weren't at fucking whatever. Yeah, they were at the bar. And by the way, they're just fucking. The lady's just fucking asshole. That's all it is. The lady's a psycho. She's looking for shit like this.
Here we go, about to get him, man.
And fuck her in the ass.
Here we go. Oh.
Blame my anxiety.
I'm an old white cunt.
Every time someone pulls out a camera, I just want to break the damn thing.
Yeah.
It's freaking annoying AF. We need to bring back home gang, single combat.
Son of Odin, 1989. Thanks for the $5. Wait until they ban it. Wait until that starts to go around at some point. Seriously, like, you think it sucks right now because everyone's pulling out their camera. That's kind of annoying. But wait till they ban that. Wait till they ban you from like videotaping people, like for anything, because that's gonna come.
Either that or it'll be the exact opposite. It'll be like that episode of the Orville where it's fucking embraced.
Well, it's one of the two, right? I mean, dude, I had a great idea the other day. I used to film weddings. And I used to be like, I used to sell it like this. Do you want to go hire some guy who's going to walk around with one video camera, make a 5-hour tape that no one ever watches that's boring as shit? Or do you want to hire me? I'm going to have 5 cameras, and we're going to cut it like a fucking movie. And we're going to interview all the guests, talk to you, the cutting of the cake. We're going to create music videos for it. So if you just want to sit down and watch a 5-minute music video of your wedding, you can do that. If you want to watch the whole thing, it's going to be cut like a fucking movie. Imagine your wedding is a movie that your friends and relatives actually would like to watch. Like, instead of just the same wide shot and zoom in and the ring and there's the faces and over 3 hours, 5 hours, nobody watches it. You pay $1,000, nobody watches it. So I sell it like that. But here's my new idea, and I'll give this out, but here's the new idea. Encourage all of your guests. They're going to film it. There's going to be like 30 people probably recording your wedding. Like, oh, I got to get the shot of them coming down the aisle, everybody. So the website that I create is a site where you upload your photos from that wedding that day. And you give everybody a code or something and click on it. And those people all can dump the online video right whenever they want, right to the website. And then I go in, sift through all the different camera shots of the wedding, and I can edit the wedding together that way from all these different angles. That's fucking crazy. Like, it would be so fun to do that. Like, or maybe even like, Gerald's camera, you could fucking give them credit or something. I don't know, man. And then you film it normally, maybe, and then you edit it all together. It'd be so cool to do that. I don't know. It's a weird idea. Just at the beginning of my mind, it came up out of nowhere. This fucking flies drive me nuts.
Well, these cameras now, they're recording. My phone, I could actually go as high as 1080p, 240 frames per second. I mean...
Yeah.
I'm just kind of looking at it right now. No, I can record. No, that's slow-mo. I record in 4K.
There you go.
On my phone.
Yeah, these phones, phones are crazy. It's like you've already got the fucking the camera right there. But yeah, I had a couple, I only did 10 weddings ever in my life, but that was back in 2004, 5, and 6. In the summertime as a second part-time job. That was my hustle. I'd be like, Sunday I'm filming a wedding, and I'd run down, I'd film the wedding, $800, $500, $1,000, whatever I could make. Spent the week editing it. I'd distribute it on DVD, or not distribute it, but I'd get it, mass made on DVD for all the family members and bullshit. But yeah, go ahead with that fucking shit. I'm listening. I have a clip I have to play you guys. Oh my god, dude! I called Dave. Did you hear JB's show today at all?
Possibly.
Well, he received a call from what's his name? Jeremy Irons. So I don't know if anybody heard that, but Jeremy Irons called JB's show earlier today, and I want to talk about that. But before
I didn't hear it, I don't think.
We're gonna play that for you in a minute. Before I do that, Drew, feel free to go with your story, and I'll be listening. I'm just gonna go pee myself real quick.
All right. Council Bluffs, Iowa, grocery store. A kid back in November of 2009 went missing after being in a fight with his parents. 25-year-old kid. And a decade later, 3 years after the store closed, construction crews were tearing down the building, and they found him in the walls of this grocery store. Now, what happened was, I guess, on top of like the dairy cooler or whatever, people would go up there and hang out because it was isolated from the customers and everything. So they'd go up there on breaks, or if they were just coming in to hang out after hours or whatever. and they're thinking that he fell between an 18-inch crack between the wall and the fucking dairy cooler, and had no way out for whatever reason. Couldn't yell. I don't know how the fuck they didn't smell him over the years. But did you come across this one by chance this week, Dave?
Yeah, I saw that story.
It was just bizarre because Joe was mentioning that he thought there was a dead person in his walls, so it's made me think of that. But he had to have like hit his head on the way down or something, because you would think someone would hear him. You would do something. You would beat on walls.
Refrigeration does make a lot of noise.
It does, but I mean, those usually are metal or steel walls. Could you not? There had to have been something back, even if it's your own elbow. I mean, if you're that desperate to get out, I'd be banging my fucking head on the steel if that was going to be the loudest thing that would make noise. So I think on his way down, he probably got incapacitated to some degree. I don't know. Who knows? It's just a weird fucking story. You got a cold case. Someone had been missing for 10 years. They think he's lost or murdered or something. And it turns out he fell between the wall and a fucking dairy cooler.
There's a similar story where there was, back in the 50s, there was a dog that ended up running away from its owner on a hunting trip and chasing a squirrel up into a tree because the tree had a hole in it. Mm-hmm. The dog got stuck, and the materials of the tree inside actually, obviously the dog died because it got stuck in there, but the tree allowed it to become mummified. So eventually they cut this tree down and they found this dog stuck in there, mummified. So they ended up putting it on display in a museum in that state. I can't remember what they named the dog, because they named the dog some sort of weird name, but that was also a very weird story. But there are many stories where people get stuck somewhere, and for whatever reason of the environment, they become mummified, like they don't rot. So people don't smell them, and only years later are they found.
Wasn't there one in an iceberg? I mean, this might have been a decade ago. I just vaguely remember a story of someone finding, and they were trying to determine how long the body had been there, but it was like frozen into an iceberg, and then the iceberg had thawed back down.
Glacier?
It's been that long. I don't know.
Because there's a lot of cases of people that have thawed from glaciers, but an iceberg floats in the ocean. And
right, so that would have been weird. It probably would be more like a glacier then. I wasn't even thinking of that. I just blindly thrown that word out there, iceberg. Yeah, that's what I had on that. I thought Joe would be back by now. I do have one more, but it actually has a video attached to it, so I can't really help you there. But
what was that story you sent me?
Oh, the fucking Sal dude, the FBI agent that suicided on the dance floor.
Yeah. I think we talked about it briefly at the beginning of the show or earlier.
Yeah, I don't know how much.
He was investigating the Clinton child trafficking, and all the witnesses that supposedly were there at the bar have been told to keep quiet and to stay off social media. So we obviously know there's a cover-up.
And I haven't seen anything new yet. I skimmed a little bit. I thought that article I had was new, but it looked like just a copy and paste on another website, basically. But, he was a part of investigating the Clintons, and look what happens. Another suicide. I'll tell you, there are more dead bodies associated with suicide that's associated with the Clintons than John Wayne Gacy had in his fucking basement.
Yep.
It's just unbelievable. In the style in which, I mean, fucking children are involved in some cases. It's just unreal. And the fact, someone was telling me earlier today that it's unbelievable that we could sit here and put the pieces together as normal human beings that only have access to what we have access to. But fuck access to FBI agents can't figure out that the Clintons are killing people. Or are they just too scared to...
No, they know.
They're on the dole.
On the dope. On the what?
On the pay roll.
They know.
Oh, on the.
Yeah, they know. I mean, dude, like the fucking. I was listening to Jimmy Dore earlier today, and he was talking about Tulsi Gabbard, I think, and then she was talking about how like Kamala Harris and stuff. And so I'll bring that up in a few minutes. I want to take a pause from it, but I will bring that up in a few minutes. The Kamala Harris stuff, and he brought up her just fucking retardedness, and it was glorious. I have to go find that clip for the people out there. I like Jimmy Dore because he's like usually in the middle. He makes fun of both parties, and so I like that. And you know, he also gives me hope because a lot of people like him. And I'm like, I'm always worried about that because I feel like I get hate from both sides because I don't pick the side. So it's very hard when and I know I'm not really in the middle, but I'm trying to be as much in the middle as I can and make my own things. But you end up getting attacked from both sides. Like if I start leaning too left with some stuff, I see the chat. I'll see people like, "Oh, Joe, you fucking left as fuck." And then if I start doing stuff, they're like, "Oh God, Joe's a Trump supporter. What a piece of," and it's like, "Oh my God, like I don't fucking." There's no way to win. So like, but seeing him be able to do it is like, all right, well he's doing it, so there's got to be something to that. But yeah. So earlier today, Jeremy Irons. This is crazy. This is a major Hollywood actor calling JB's show.
In the chat as well. Good morning to Hot Take. He said,
this is amazing.
Soccer is life. Unknown callers. I call it the shit dick line. I'm gonna open that up now. I'm gonna do this, Vito. I'm gonna do it. All right. So let's see what happens.
It's amazing.
Unknown caller from Area 51. I'm assuming you're on the JB Sports Radio show.
You're actually incorrect, JB. This is Jeremy Irons.
Wow, Jeremy. I'm excited to see you in the new Watchmen TV series.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I'm in Hollywood, California.
Right.
I am very excited that you loved the trailer for Watchmen the other day.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, JB.
Mm-hmm.
I am very upset.
What are you upset
that
about?
I wasn't cast. I wasn't cast in The Lion King.
Oh, yeah, because you played the original Scar voice, but they had all black people do it, though.
None of the Negroes wanted me to be in the movie.
Oh, my God.
Come on now.
Oh, my God.
For real, Jeremy, how do you expect to get booked in Hollywood after saying shit like that on my airwaves? Are you kidding me right now?
Oh, my God.
There is nothing wrong.
One
with
more
saying
racial
the word
slur out of you,
Caucasian.
Irons, and you're gone.
Have you ever seen Die Hard?
Yes.
Have you ever seen Die Hard?
You were amazing
One of the
in Die Hard.
producers on Die Hard who wanted to have the N-word on Bruce Willis is one of the very same men involved in the new Lion King movie. All of a sudden, it's a problem to cast Jeremy Irons.
Samuel L. Jackson is in The Lion King?
JB, do not patronize me.
It's amazing that he got him.
I'm not trying to, Jeremy. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of things. That's what I'm supposed to do on my show.
I've never been, nor ever will be a racist, JB. I am an star-studded Academy Award-winning actor.
I don't disagree that you're a good actor. Have you ever won an Academy Award, though?
Yes, he did.
Yes. I was in a movie where I butt pumped your mother's asshole.
It's weird. He says the same thing I say.
Oh, shit.
Actually, JB, the real reason I'm calling right now is because I received a phone
get
call.
to the real reason, please.
I received a phone call, JB, from a man named Coop the Comedian who told me that you were a racist faggot.
Oh, well, you know what? I mean, he can think that all he wants, but only 50% of that is correct.
Well, I just want to sit on the call here and listen to how this show goes. If it goes well, maybe I'll change my mind.
To be honest with you, Irons, I don't trust you. You dropped one racial slur, I don't trust you.
Does it bother you that you...
By the way, Negro is not a racial slur, I don't think.
Your cracker, pale white skin will damn your kids to hell forever.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
When you look into the eyes
he
of
delivered
your,
that line... Go ahead, Jeremy. Go ahead. It's your show now.
Now, well, when you look into the eyes of your youngest child, do you think about all the horrible, racist, bigoted things that your grandparents probably have done?
No.
Well, every time a black man looks at your porcelain children, he does think about those things.
Who says shit like that? My porcelain children? Irons. Dude, I know you're getting old, but are you senile already? Yeah.
I am not senile, and I should have been scarred.
Dude, I just spit my fucking lemonade all over my keyboard.
Looks at your porcelain children, he does think about those things.
Who says shit like that? My porcelain children? Irons. Dude, I know you're getting old, but are you senile already? Yeah.
I am not senile, and I should have been scarred.
Well, I mean, listen.
Yeah.
I've seen early reviews for the film. I think a lot of people prefer. He's just making random noises. He's just like,
yeah.
Are you all right, Jeremy?
Well, that brings me to another thing.
Yeah.
Do not smoke cigars every day of your life.
You did that.
Yes.
Do you still smoke cigars?
Yes.
Thank you, Jeremy. Is there anything else you want to say before you go?
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
All right, thank you, Jeremy. Jeremy Irons, everybody. Round of applause. Jeremy Irons. Great stuff.
There you go. It was a crazy morning for JB when Jeremy Irons called him. I mean, that's some kind of Hollywood talent there, man. He's a legend. Jeremy could have done better things with his time, I feel like, but
seriously,
hey.
I'm surprised he called into JB's show, but
yeah, Irons is a good guy, man. Jeremy Irons. Oh, man. Scar. What a legendary actor. But he's so mean on JB's show. That's the thing that got me. Because I've seen him other places be great. Be just very happy, joyful.
You're also the voice
He's
of
on Larry
Scar in
King.
The Lion
Listen to him on
King,
Larry
and
King.
Disney is planning a live-action remake. What do you think?
Well, I hear that the remake they've done of live action of previous one they did, people say, which I haven't seen, people say it's fantastic. Is it Jungle Book?
The Jungle Book.
Yeah. They say it's fantastic.
So he's got no problem right here at all. I mean, but you can kind of see in his eyes the anger. That's like he's hiding it. He's telling Larry King everything's okay, but then he's going to call JB angry. And I can tell right here he's sort of trying to say the right thing on TV, but it's eating him alive in his head. I can see it.
Yeah, I
see how he looks away? He can't even look at Larry King while he's saying this. This is all him trying to save face. But then what happened is he didn't get that next movie, and he got angry. And I think now he's like, well, this is fuck this. I already got Watchmen. Fuck it. I'm going to say what I want to say. Fuck it.
I look forward to seeing it. They haven't approached me yet. I don't know who else will play Scar.
Oh, see, right there. He doesn't know yet that they haven't approached him. So see, right here, he's kind of upset. He's even clearly bothered he hasn't been approached yet about Scar, but he's nowhere near the type of anger that he's going to have later when he finds out that they're not even going to ask him about Scar and they'll cast another person. So he's already in disarray here.
Maybe some whippersnapper.
Watch new episodes of Larry King now, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, on demand on Aura TV.
Shut up, Larry. You're about to die.
When the fuck is that gremlin going to die? Yeah.
It's me, Larry. Like Larry, the best thing about Larry King Live or Larry King Now, his own YouTube show, whatever he does, is how he just brings people on. He has no idea who these fucking people are, like, half the time. He just, like, they just line these people up, and he's like, all right, I got the vague idea. Yeah, I've sort of heard of him. All right, here's my questions, and he rattles them off. He has no fucking idea. Biggest example is when he had Seinfeld on that time, and he was, like, basically insinuating the show got canceled, and Seinfeld's like, what, we went off the air on the top. What are you talking about? And he fucking lost his mind. Because Larry King don't give a shit. He just wants to ask you all the generic questions and get the fuck out of here. He doesn't fuck. He's male. You don't know. He's fucking 70, 100 years old. Sorry,
85.
85. That's fucked.
God.
And he's somehow more civil than that 70-year-old cunt from the bar. 616 called the show. We'll put you on, man. I'm sorry I missed your call just a minute ago. And shout out to Nate from VA for the top donation of the stream, holding that shit down. What was that?
Said he's killing it.
He is killing it. Call back. We'll get you on here, and then we'll wrap up here, I guess. Or we'll go into some. I might play some games actually. These fucking flies are driving me nuts, bro. I don't know what to do. I've killed about 100, I'd say, in the last 3 days. And now they're in the basement, which they weren't in the basement before. They were only in the first floor. And I think they're spawning because a female will lay like 75 eggs. So
fly swatter is the best 88-cent investment you'll ever make in your life.
But it's not. But it's not, because this is a bigger problem. Because there's a hatchery somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna find maggots and shells somewhere. One motherfucking female. And I know why there's flies in the house. We left the slider door and the back door open for 4 hours the other day. Didn't realize it. This was last week. 4 hours. Didn't realize it. This was last week. And we stored 3 trash bags on the back porch because we're still fixing the house. So we have extra trash still. And they only allow you 1 trash bin here. And we couldn't bring anything to the dump. So we had 3 bags on the back porch last week. So there was flies everywhere in the bags, probably, and the door was left open for 4 hours. So a couple of them came in, maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 of them came in. We killed them all eventually, but not before. Clearly, a female laid eggs somewhere, and I can't find out where. Normally, they do it in the carpet. They love carpets. I looked through the carpets. I don't see anything. Nothing in the carpets. Leah says she checked under the couch. I think she did a bad job, maybe. I'm just fucking. But I've looked almost everywhere for these, but somewhere they've got to be somewhere. I don't think an animal died anywhere because I don't smell anything. But there was also a bunch in the garbage, maggots in the garbage bag and in the garbage bin the other day. But I took the garbage bin outside and washed the whole thing out and cleaned it. So there's got to be another hatchery somewhere. It's fucking. This is why, like, anybody ever gets 1 fly in your house, kill the fucking thing immediately. Sometimes people are like, oh, the fucking fly, get out of here. I go hunt it. Like, the minute, because this happened 1 time before 9 years ago, and they were fucking everywhere. It was insane. Because I've seen this. It just takes 1 fucking female fly, and you're fucked. So, if you ever see 1 fly, don't let it go. Kill that fucking thing immediately. 616, hello.
Hello, Joe. This is Pope the Comedian. I'm so honored to be on your show right now.
Oh, God. Poop, I thought you hated me.
I'm just very confused right now because you're not playing Crash Bandicoot, and every popular stream plays Crash Bandicoot.
Hey, but what? Don't you have any jokes instead of playing Crash Bandicoot? Maybe you could write some jokes.
Well, I've got no jokes. I'll be honest. I'm a pretty piss-poor comedian. All I do is just smoke weed, and I just play Crash Bandicoot, so I'm very confused right now because I saw every YouTube channel play Crash Bandicoot.
You sound like Goofy and Arnold Schwarzenegger if they were gay and retarded.
Hey, I'm a very serious YouTuber. I smoke weed. I play Crash Bandicoot. I really want to do a stream with you. Saturday morning cartoons. Joe Cronin and Poop.
This call sucks.
Wow. Thank you, Poop the Comedian. You fucking idiot. I did say I'd talk to him. You know, when I talked to him last, he said, as long as I apologize.
Bullshit.
And I said, well, okay. I said, I was like, you apologize, I'll apologize, I guess. But I mean, I guess that we've come to the conclusion that I really did say something, but it was like this. It was like somebody said something about Coop, and then what I said was, well, yeah, fucking Coop, he's probably the one who took my channel. He's probably the one who fucking did it. Which is a joke, right? Like, it would be like if somebody was like, oh, Minnesota's the one who did it to Joe, or this guy's the one who went after Joe, or this guy's the whatever, and everybody's talking about Young and Scott and this guy, and it would be like
everyone else you spent 20 minutes on, you just made a passing comment.
Yeah, it's obviously a joke. So it'd be like if you said like, oh, you know, Awonddy wants to call in. Awonddy, he's probably the fucking one who did it. The fuck? I mean, seriously, I know what Awonddy does. Probably Awonddy. You know, like, that's a joke. Like, that's obviously a joke. That's what it was with Coop. But he took it for real. So he really did mean in that video that he was mad that I called him out, that he did it. But he knows that's bullshit. You know that's a stretch because In that same video, he said all that stuff he said about JB and me and Ken's wife and my kids and that we're racist and all these things. And it's like, well, wait a minute. You know that none of that's true too. So why? So like you can see how I don't really believe that you don't understand that what I said is a joke. And maybe it's because people laughed at it. And he's like, well, I'm a comedian. How dare he tell a joke or something? Like, I don't fucking know. It's fucking bizarre. Who's on the phone now? 313, hello. 313, hello.
Die, Whitey, die. Fucking kill Whitey.
Kill Whitey, all right. Anything else you want to say?
Looks like that was it.
This call sucks.
This call sucks. Racial issues.
Yeah, that guy clearly has racial issues.
Racial issues.
Yay, Scott, what's up, man? We'll take Scott's call. Hey, Scott, how you doing, dude? How you doing? Scott, say hello.
All right, you're on.
Why, hello there, niggas. What's going on, nigga?
Oh, all right, well.
This call sucks.
Must be from North Carolina.
All right. All right. Anything else? Tonight's calls were great. If you watched the whole show, the beginning of the show, the first half of the calls were awesome tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just went 10 minutes too long.
Yeah. This is the moment where I'm like, yep. If I had started wrapping up 10 minutes ago, this would have been like fucking 100%. Now we're gonna
irons.
We went from an A, I would say an A minus, maybe an A, to like a fucking B plus now because of this, or a B minus. I will take one more. We'll take one more call, and then we'll wrap the show up. 513, hello.
Holy shit, I finally made it through. It's Will Tactics.
Oh, man, Will, what is up, you fucking mulatto piece of shit? How you doing, bro?
Dude, is it fucking Mongoloid hour on the Joe Cronin show? Jesus Christ.
I get the last 10 minutes have been, yeah. Well, it's throwdown,
Man,
so people
like,
are trying to throw down. They just throw down they threw up instead of throwing down.
I mean, by my donation at the beginning of the night, I meant you need to breed some new talent. This isn't exactly what I meant tonight. all the crazy callers calling in and shit.
I thought that first guy was kind of funny, the whacked out guy who went after Tommy.
Yeah, the guy that sounded like Johnny Holes. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it was him.
Johnny Holes here, Phil.
Johnny only come around if he thought a dollar was coming to him.
Ooh. Oh man, what's up, Drew and Dave? What's up, guys?
What's up, Will?
What's up?
Oh, they took a shot at you, Johnny, huh? The other night, you hear that?
All right, I'm sorry.
Oh, did you hear that, Johnny?
I'm just saying, what's up, you guys, man? So you saw the rant line then?
Which one? Yours?
From Drew and Dave. They just so happened to be on the call at the same time.
I don't remember. I can't remember earlier today, so you have to remind me about it.
I don't know. I've been just fucking donating and saying blow milk over and over again.
Oh, yeah. The blow milk
right.
thing, yeah. I'm thinking about blowing milk because of you.
If you want to know the story behind that, so like I have no clue why, but my 5-year-old son just turns to me one day and says, "Hey, Dada, blow milk," and I'm just like, "What?" And he just starts laughing and he's like, "Blow milk," and I'm just like, "What does that mean?" And he just keeps saying it like he blow milk, and then like I just started laughing because I thought it was funny, and I'm like, okay, and then I tell him, I'm like, "Hey, son, blow milk," and then he just thinks it's funny, and then he just says, "Dada, blow milk." So
that's funny that you say that because my daughter today, while we were at the zoo, did blow milk. Bubbles, big bubbles.
I don't know. So I just turned that into something. I just thought that was funny.
That is.
See, I thought I missed something because I was off for a week, so
too.
I thought maybe I missed something.
Now there's been this week, so this blow milk thing, it's been blowing up. I thought I had to like suck cum or something like that. I was like, what the hell does this mean? I'm like, does this mean it's like a code for like gargle cum? Because I did that once on the channel and YouTube didn't like it.
Yeah, shoot a frozen rope inside your mouth and blow it.
I'm game for that. You know it.
That could probably happen. You could probably do that. I mean, Leah told you to do it the other day. I mean,
That's true. The new $11 donation, by the way. Plug that. $11 donation.
Cocksucker,
Yeah,
cock. I'm allowed to talk forever. I got a fucking dick. I'm not allowed to talk as long as everybody else. Fuck you, fucking cocksucker. Suck your own dick tonight, dick.
Jesus. Well, I figured out who
Oh,
said
man.
Jesus. You know how you guys were debating about that, and everyone thought it was JB because it sounds like him? That was Barracuda.
Oh, really? It was.
Oh, yeah, it
it
was
was
my
Barracuda. Yeah.
His microphone had like a brief moment of excellence, and it came through loud and clear. That was him.
That's his claim to fame right there. Jesus.
Well, I had a 7-hour drive, so I had plenty of time to hit rewind a few times and try and isolate the laugh out.
Wait till you see the clip that I'm about to play on this show. It's fucked up. I'm at the zoo. By the way, there was a guy, a large man, 6'5" or 4", big looking guy, and he was on a cell phone the whole time, and he was speaking kind of loudly. It was weird. He was like, well, you know, they do this thing about the Patriot Way, and then Bill and all this and this other bullshit that was going on, this bullshit and that bullshit. And he was like talking loud like he was talking to an agent. Then a few seconds later, like people were stopping him to take pictures with him. And I'm like, I'm like, I don't recognize him though, but he does look like a football player. So there was there was some kind of football player that we were like, and I got him on video. I could probably show the video of him and ask anybody who's like a real big NFL fan who he is. I can't tell if he's like a new draftee or if he's some guy that came from somewhere else or if he's been on the Patriots. I just don't recognize him, but I didn't recognize him. I've always seen Patriots all over the place before, but I usually recognize him. I did not recognize this guy, and it was right as we were at the cage. Heistman, this is for you. This is just this was all just to pop Heistman. I purposely said this because I was like, I'm gonna make Heistman laugh. He's gonna love this. So here you go, Heistman. This is just for you, Heistman. Here you go. Look at this thing.
That's white.
Oh. Yo, Heistman, your dad's crazy, bro. He loves.
Fuck.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, he's fucking the wrong color though. Yeah, that was a cracker. That was like a white guy, right there.
Yeah, there you go, man, for breeding new talent. Yeah, man, get Heistman on the show every Friday.
No, I told him he wanted to come on the other weeks. I told him to come on. I didn't hear his call, man. Heistman, you're on Friday night. Call up. You're on Friday night, Heistman.
Yeah, there you go.
That cracker ass.
Yeah, y'all were talking about getting some. Y'all were talking about getting some color on the show, man. Yeah, get Broken Lion.
Yeah, everybody's doing it. I really want a black female though, so that's the problem. So like, I mean, you know, Heistman would be great.
Where's Nessa at?
I don't know. I think Nessa left the whole thing.
Oh,
I've been a fan of Heist since his first time calling in the "Sounds Black to Me" call.
Well, Nessa,
that first call won me over.
I don't know. Has Nessa been in the chat? Yeah. You see Nessa in the chat? Anyone?
I've seen her somewhere in the last week. I'm not sure where it was.
I think I saw her the other day. I'm pretty sure. Nessa, we got you on here. Well, she's something. She's got I don't know. I can't remember. She's got a different background too. Like, cause we're all like, there's too much European white going on here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Like about that thing y'all were watching earlier. I was like, man, y'all had a different point of view. That's fucking World Star shit right there. Like, have you guys ever seen World Star?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Who hasn't? Yeah.
That stuff is normal, man. I've been called the N-word so many times. I could just, I couldn't even count anymore, man.
But do you think which times? How many times do you think were they like somebody was really a racist, or were they just like, let me piss him off? Like, what do you think?
Well, I worked at a gas station.
Or do you think
like
anyone saying the word,
so,
anyone saying it is racist? Could be that too. Let me know.
No, to me in the video, it looked like she was just trying to like do it to get out of the situation, completely. But the black girls blowing it up, I don't think that they needed to blow that up. Like, quite honestly, they really didn't need to make as big a deal out of that.
I think they fucked with the emotions of Crazy Lady. I think that's what happened, and then she went nuttier.
Yeah, and they just drove her to that point, basically, like, oh, we got you. Like,
yeah.
Gotcha, bitch.
Yep.
They basically got what they wanted because they started recording.
Yeah, but she did go there, though. I mean, that's the thing about it. And I think she should have been clearer, though, that, like, hey, I'm not a racist. I just It's clear to me what happened. They got 4 gotchas on her.
Yeah.
She lost her mind. Was like, what the fuck can I possibly say? So she went to the N-word and then smiled and walked away because she was like, I got him with that. So I get that. But
yeah, I mean,
so she might.
Both sides are fucked up, but
it is fucked up because you're half white and you're half, right? Half white and black, right?
I mean, it doesn't matter what I am. Yeah, I'm
Yeah, it
half
does.
black, but I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, you know, shit's still fucked up. You know what I mean? I just had a different point of view because I'm like, man, I've seen that shit all the time. Like, it's not even a big deal to me anymore.
No, I'm just asking for like, I don't know. I'm always curious by stuff. It's all bullshit, dude. We're all fucking humans. Everybody bleeds red. It's fucking stupid. Like people, we're all just bitching about shit, and everybody gets, some people are meaner to other people because of some reasons and whatever. It's just for stupid shit. I mean, anybody with a brain doesn't give a fuck for real about whatever, and also doesn't care about words either. But I mean, if you start going to actual fucking levels, like remember when I was binging Django Unchained last night because I couldn't sleep. Then after I watched it,
that's a good movie.
I watched Quentin Tarantino's like 70 interviews about the movie where he was like criticized for the N-word and stuff like that. But I was like, dude, Django Unchained was the only movie to like really, like, that movie is awesome. Like, that's the only movie. That movie made me be like, dude, I wanna. There's not a lot of movies where I've been like, I want to be the black guy. Like I want to be that guy. Like he made me be like, dude, I want to be Jamie Foxx. I want to bang Brimhilda, and I want to fucking burn down that fucking house. Like all that shit, he made you do that. And also, they showed the brutality against the slaves. A lot of movies like never get into any of that, and it just looks like it's all a nice day, and they're picking some shit and. They're working on the farm, I guess. The slaves are working on the farm, and that's all they say is slaves and N-word maybe. But they got really fucked up in Django Unchained and made you see how the brutality was. And and you need to see that shit because when you see that, you go, fuck, I never want to see that happen to anyone. That's fucked up. It's the same thing as Requiem for a Dream. That's why that movie's good, because at the end of that movie...
I've never seen it.
Well, you're like, dude, I will never put a fucking needle in my arm. After, like, when that movie ends, I'm like, fuck this. Fuck drugs. Like, fuck this shit. I'm not doing it. Those movies have, like, actual impacts on you that, like, actually... where other movies about drugs and stuff like that make you go, cool, drugs. There's, like, no consequences. This is fun. And all my friends, so, like, it's the same thing. It actually fucking... It's ridiculous. Quentin Tarantino's a fucking genius, though. That guy's fucking awesome. Can't wait for this new movie.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna
I
jerk
haven't
off.
seen that movie in a few years, but...
You're smart. I know, yeah. Mm-hmm. Give me credit for that.
Did I just hear Dr. Earl?
Dr. Earl!
Call me
That's
Dr.
part, Dave.
Earl! Oh, has this got to be Scott? Hey, hello.
Drama Club! Yeah.
That's what he does, man. That's
Hello.
like, you can't just be normal.
I mean, that's what I do. I don't wish stage 4 cancer on people, though. I don't do that.
Oh.
At least got to give me credit for that.
No, someone has stage 4 cancer, I think, is what it is.
Yeah, and then you wished it on me, and then Dave wished it on Mers and Davey. But that's okay. Fine.
I don't really wish it on I don't really wish it on you. I don't want you to get that.
No, of course.
That'd be awful. That'd be really would be bad. I don't want that on you. 4 is fucking no cancer on anybody.
Yeah.
Seriously, no cancer on anybody.
Okay.
I'm dead serious. Did you call because you want to yell at Dave or something like that, or?
That I want to talk to Dave? No.
Okay. Well, there you go.
This call sucks.
Oh man, that felt so good. So good.
This call sucks.
It was like deer in headlights. I don't know what that was.
This call sucks. But anyway, yeah. Will anything else you want to say before you go?
Nah, that's it, man. I'm just trying to say, man, overall, just, give the new people a shot, I guess, build from within, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I agree, man. A lot of people have been having dental work. What the fuck's up with dental work? Anybody else notice that? Will, everyone's having dental work this week. Fucking Drew Bar, that guy, somebody else. Drew Bar, God damn it, what's his name?
Fuck.
Knuckles from Xbox.
Mongoloid JB, that called?
No, his real name, I can't think of it.
Well, the guy tonight, what was that, Ethan or whatever? But no, the one that was it Brandon?
Brandon Colby, yeah. Yeah, Brandon. Yeah, he had the fucking all his teeth removed and put in. That's what it was.
Yeah, he got the boogie treatment.
Yes, exactly. So he had that. Drew Bar had his wisdom teeth. And somebody else, and then that guy called just now. So there you go.
Am I the only normal caller tonight? Shit.
Well, you're the only in your actual personality caller, yeah, maybe.
Somewhat normal, yeah. Yeah, I gotta find a new gimmick. I'll call back when I got a new one.
Yeah. Your new
just call in and be yourself, man. I think you brought us back up to that A- spot.
Yeah, you might have helped us. Caleb had a problem too.
Maybe.
Yeah.
My IQ grew a little bit, Dave. Dave's still on the call?
Dave's here, yeah.
No, he dropped out when you started talking about Django Unchained.
Oh, that was it for him there.
That figures.
well, he thought we were gonna wrap the show up, but
it really was then, but it was too perfect. He brought that up, and
you know, we should do a gimmick where we speak to a white guy out of like a racist white guy from Montana or something like that, and he claims that he's the last slave owner in the world, like in America, and he there's whip sounds coming like. And there's somebody in the background going like, ah! And he's like, yeah, Joe, I'm the last slave owner in the country. Nobody's got me yet. And he's like in a like, oh my God. What the fuck?
You just hear a gunshot and he goes, I was the last slave owner.
No, he's the last, claims to be the last slave owner. And every time he calls, there's just whip noises and stuff, and he's just a horrible guy.
Clearly Dilk Wilkerson.
What if they SJW it and make it a woman instead?
Oh, wow.
A white woman.
Oh, a white woman? Oh, that could be interesting. Well, that'd be more like that's less funny for some reason. I don't know why. Like it's like vigilante. Like, because then it's like, what's funny about that? He has I got a white person. Well, no, you don't have the last white slave. You've just got a white person captive. Like that's probably going on. Like, how many people right now do you think are like fucking Pulp Fictioned in somebody's basement with a fucking noose tied around their face? There's probably about 80, at least 80 in America right now. Seriously.
Well, what if the role is reversed and it's about the last slave owner? Like the movie is called The Last Slave Owner. You got the white woman with a whip, and she's got to round up all the slaves in Africa or something.
No, but it's got to be a black guy that has the white guy captive. So now we can do that because now that's more PC, right? So yeah, we have a black guy calls, and he's the last. He goes, I was the last slave. I have the last slave owner, and now he's my slave. And then you hear fucking whoosh, and the guy's like, please, come on, let me go, man. Let me go. Haha. Yeah, Joe, I got the last white fucking motherfucker slave owner. I got the last slave owner right now on the phone. He been in my basement. My daddy passed his kids down to me. Like, wherever the fuck. Oh my
There's a movie
God.
already like that. It's called Boss N-Word, if you've ever seen it.
Oh, that's a TV show.
It's a movie.
What?
With Fred Williamson.
Yeah.
Look it up. It's called
No.
We've
played it on the show for the last 10 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, dude. I'm seriously. In 2008, somebody called into my show bringing up Boss Nigga, and we were like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
And I looked it up. It's got a great theme song. He's a boss nigga.
Yeah.
Dude,
so bad.
Dude, this is the great. We've already been over this. Like I talked about this on Monetize This 15, Monetize This 80. Like we've brought this up multiple times. But
damn, how have I missed this?
I have no idea. We've made jokes about it. I made all these fucking jokes. Like, come here, you cracker motherfucker, another honky robbing a bank. I'll kill him. If you guys haven't seen this is the greatest show. Like seriously, if you haven't watched this is
the funniest thing.
Fucking awesome. I love this theme song, man. This is the best. Black man in a white man's town.
Black man in a white man's town. He's got trouble.
This is great.
Get in his way, he's gonna cut you down. Taking over. He's so bad. He can shoot. Don't take nothing from nobody. Oh, he's black. Bad. Scared of nothing. Yeah. He's so bad. They call him boss. He's a boss. Boss nigga. He's so bad. They call him boss. He's a boss. Boss nigga.
This fucking song's the shit, dude. That is the
Dude,
shit.
Yeah, it jams. It freaking jams. Why
Dude,
does it jam like that, though?
I don't know, dude. This is like the 70s, right? Didn't this come out in like 1977?
Yeah, like late 70s, early 80s, probably.
A 1970s classic. Fucking unbelievable shit, dude. He's a boss. He's so bad. Like, you know, just like, fucking yeah. Like, let's fuck. Dude, if you see this show, too, this guy's fucking. This is totally what Quentin Tarantino was kind of basing his Django Unchained on, by the way. It's
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Django. That Django song though, man. When that movie came out, like I downloaded that song like right after the movie. That Django, that song.
Yeah, dude. That
Yeah.
fuck, you know, because like I'm not even a big Western guy. I don't really like Westerns. I'm not joking. I really don't like them that much. But sometimes one or two catches my eye, and I'm like, that's badass. Like every once in a while they catch my eye. But something about the flair of the.
Joe jiving like Vince McMahon, just joking.
I am, dude. I am doing the fucking. Yeah. Go ahead and do it. Do what I love. Do what I love, you black motherfucker. That's what Vince does. Do that. It's true. I know. I'm very white. I'm very. That's what I hear Vince saying, like in my head. Like,
but he said it once on air before.
Yeah, he said on air, but I don't really think he's racist. I just think he's like stereotypical. So he's like, he's gonna have a good flow. Yeah, he's gonna have a good. Like, it's just weird. Anyway, this show's gone way too long. Thank you guys for being here. Will Tactics, love you, bro.
Adios. Thank you for having me.
See you later, baby. One Oreo cookie away from being a full black man. Will Tactics, thank you for being here. Gatekeeper Drew, thanks, man. Good to hear from you tonight. You were a beast.
Cheers.
No, the show,
man.
Show was all right. Cheers, the show. But yeah, maybe I'll see you tomorrow and monetize this.
Yeah, I'll be around.
All right. Kisses. Thanks, man. Love
yeah,
you.
man. Thanks. Have a good night.
I don't want to let you go. This is awkward because I don't want to let you go.
No.
All right, bye. We'll see you later. He's a boss. This is gonna get hit now because that song is so copyrighted because like they're just like, dude.
He's a boss. Boss nigga. He's so bad. He's so
bad. They call him boss. He's a boss. Fucking awesome, dude. Like, seriously. Show is fucking awesome. Dude, the show is good, too. It's not even just the song. Like, the evil white guys are doing... Like, this is the 70s, by the way. Do you understand that? This is the 70s. Like, the bad white guy does something, and then boss has to come in and take him out and shit. It's fucking badass, dude.
Bringing black man's law. He's black. He's brutal. He's boss. Fred Williamson is boss nigga.
They call him boss. Boss nigga.
I just swore in your new deputy. Made myself the sheriff.
Being called a nigger in public. Now that's $20 or 2 days in jail.
They put the white guy in jail for calling the black guy an N-word in public. This fucking dude, this is the 70s. How come the fucking people don't love this show? They fucking throw the white dude in the jail.
$20 or 2 days in jail.
Oh, boss! It's great.
That's just to satisfy your curiosity.
Yeah, dude, we've been over this show like for the past fucking 6 years on the joke. Forever, dude. Since you know how I first found out about this is when I was doing a live stream on a website back when I did my old like little radio internet show, and like 8 of my friends listened to it. Somebody called in and said they were him. They were Boss. And I was like, "What?" And like even on that, I have the original clip of that too. On my old laptop I recorded it. It must have been 2007 or 8 or something like that. It was like might have been 2007. And you can see on my face, I'm like, "Do you say the N-word? What the fuck is going on?" And the guy's like, "No, I'm Boss. You know, you don't understand. I'm in Westerns." And so that prompted me to search that name, and I found out that it was really a TV show. And ever since then I was like blown away by this. And I tried to find it anywhere I could because it just looked fucking hilarious and awesome. So it's fucking great, man. It's a great movie. It's I thought it was a TV show, to be honest, but I only found a couple of things. I never found the rest of it. But I thought there was a TV show. But it's fucking awesome. It's a movie. That's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow night for Monetize This. S.Dollar has the Monetize This title. What is going to happen? End this motherfucker the way we started it, baby. Right now. Thank you guys for all the donations tonight, for hanging out in the chat, for putting up with the bullshit, for calling in the show. I had fun. This show was... I thought tonight's show was great, especially that first half. Holy shit, bro. What happened? God bless everybody. God bless you all. God bless you guys. God bless you all. Good night.
John Cena sucks! John Cena sucks!
John Cena sucks. Cena sucks.
This call sucks.
I just forgot one little thing. I just wanted to shout out to Pat Jones, who became a $5 patron. So shout out to Pat. If we reach 400 patrons before July is over, not only will I do a 15-hour stream, I will also shave my face. People have asked about that, so I decided to throw it on the table. I will shave my entire face, and we will do a 15-hour live stream. We're at 381 patrons now. 381s. Shout out to Big Mike's Wrestling Recap Show, who became a $2 patron as well, and the $10 VIP Gambino, who became patrons. I'll shout out all the new patrons tomorrow night on Monetize This, and I look forward to people joining Patreon to hear the entire 1-hour episode of Tommy, NC, and myself's Honestly podcast, and also to hear Corrupted and all my Morning Madness episodes from this week. And there's a bunch of shit on there, and a Final Frontier news episode with me and Dave Rose that's 40 minutes long. There's a bunch of shit on Patreon. It's crazy. So we get access to all that in the $5 to $10 categories. $2 for Corrupted on Saturday night. And now I'm really leaving. Goodbye.